Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah, just a little bits I can see. But it does.
Jay here for Full Time Devils. Joining me is the infamous Andy Tate. And apologies if you've been waiting. I know some of you guys have been waiting in the chat for us. We were going to start a little bit earlier, but we're starting now. Obviously, tonight is United versus Wolves at Molineux. Big news ahead of the game. The team news is that Daniel James has come in for Andreas Pereira. He's come in, so that's the big change that Ollie has made from the side that beat Chelsea 4-0. Andy, Daniel James is starting. What do you make of that?
I would just say it's a good chance for him to shine, and he's Swansea. In his days in Swansea, he could have maybe played against Wolves in the Championship because they were the Championship side, so he may have experience playing against them, so we'll see.
He's certainly an exciting player, and we saw him when he came on against Chelsea, and we saw the emotion that he had as well when he got that goal. I know you were getting a tear in your eye, weren't you?
Yeah, because like I say, it's like losing a member of your family. I know what the lads come through. So yeah, it's emotional, and it can only blossom his career at United. And
what I loved about Daniel James when he came on, he got that goal, and he was obviously like he's celebrating. You can see the emotion, the way the players all ran round him, the way they hugged him, the way there was sort of like comfort in him almost, if that's the right word. There was a real sort of sense of a team spirit there that perhaps this time last season we didn't really see.
No, definitely. There's a team spirit there that was not visible there last season. Last season was a split dressing room, favourites, mutiny, paychecks, egos, you name it. It was in there. But now there's sort of a discipline in there, and it can only bear fruits for the future.
The thing with Wolves is looking at the opposition. Obviously, we know United have had a good start, 4-0 win against Chelsea, which I think a lot of people sort of downplayed. Maybe not United fans, but a lot of people said Chelsea weren't all that and all the rest of it. But I thought Chelsea played okay, and I thought they're a decent side even without Eden Hazard. But we know from Wolves last season they were a bit of a bogey team for us, weren't they? We played them 3 times, and we drew 1 and lost 2. Especially at Molineux, we lost twice at Molineux, so it's going to be a tough game.
Yeah, basically, them 2 results basically messed up our season. When it went out the FA Cup, it was a blow to our top 4 aspirations, and basically
They deflated us.
But that was their high point. I mean, they were on the roll. They blew we all thought they were on the way to the FA Cup final, but they shot themselves in the foot in the semi-final. But they're in the Europa League now. Maybe that'll take a toll on them.
Yeah, I think they've been playing basically second string, haven't they, in the Europa? But you never know. They might have be a little bit distracted by it. How do you see this game going, Andy? Like last season, everyone sort of dismissed Wolves, but we see how they can play football. We know they've got some really good players who can get it on the ball, get it on the deck, play it around nicely. Do United go at Wolves? Do we attack them, or do we sit back and try and hit them on the counter?
We have to be cautious with Wolves because they've got a good record against the top 6. That's from last season. Like I say, they did well against City. They did well against us, Arsenal, Tottenham, Chelsea as well. So it's about just playing the game, basically keeping a tight defence and trying to catch them on the break.
Talking about that tight defence, looking at our defence, last season we know we had problems in defence. Jose Mourinho, beginning of last season, was making all sorts of statements about how he didn't get the defender he wanted. He was playing 3 at the back, one of which was often a midfielder, the likes of Ander Herrera, Scott McTominay were playing in defence. This season, we've brought in Aaron Wan-Bissaka, we've brought in Harry Maguire. Looking at that back 4 now, you can see it on the graphic on the screen, Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire and Shaw. Now, some people on Full-Time Devils have said that's the best back 4 in the Premier League. I'm not so sure about that, but it looks a strong defence, doesn't it, now, when you look at the signings we've made.
Oh, it's better than the crap from last season, isn't it? No names mentioned, but yeah, definitely it's got the potential to keep clean sheets and breed confidence for the rest of the team.
How important is it, do you think, to get that back 4 sorted? Because we've had such a merry-go-round in defence at United. We've had the likes of Bailly come in, Rojo. We continuously have this debate about Phil Jones and Chris Smalling, who I think, given time, will eventually come good. But we always have this discussion about him. Also, we've had at right back. Bluetooth me that ringtone. We've also had the likes of Tony Valencia. We've had Ashley Young. We've had Diogo Dalot come in as well. But now it looks like you've got to settle back four. You've got a back four that if you ask the average United fan in the street, they'll know who your strongest back four is. That's not been the case, has it, over the last few years?
Yeah, definitely. And now I want this back four now to be the future. I know this sounds cruel, but I don't want to see Phil Jones or Chris Smalling near the first team. I'm sorry.
I don't know, man. We have this argument.
You might get a Europa League game or a League Cup from time to time, but you never set foot on the pitch again.
How can you say that about Phil Jones, man? Do you not remember his goal against, was it Valencia last season?
Stealing the living.
The own goal. He opened up his body, shrugged off the defender, shrugged off his marker and slotted it past Romero. I still think Chris Smalling's got a future at Old Trafford, or not.
Maybe Smalling, but no.
I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Phil Jones, but I still think Chris Smalling can do a job. Now, predictions-wise, you've gone for 2-0, I've gone for 3-1, so we're both feeling pretty confident.
Yeah, we'll say with the back four and the energy of the forwards and what we did last week. Nobody expected 4-0, and I would have been, like I say, we're happy with 2-0, but 4-0. It's like I say, it seems the mood of the summer is gone now, and we've got renewed hope for the future.
Someone said, is that Vincent Kompany next to Andy? No, it's not. Been called worse than Vincent Kompany. You may notice from the graphic there's a sign there for Football Index. Now, Football Index is like a stock market for football players where you can buy and sell football players as the value goes up and down, and hopefully use that football knowledge you've got to make yourself some money. If you look on the description, there's a link there as well. You do have to be over 18 to take part, so make sure you read all the T's of the season, all the rest of it. But yeah, you can check that out, Football Index, and like I say, it's a bit of a stock market for players. Players going up and down in value. One player whose value has gone up a lot over the last 24 hours is Anthony Martial. Now, I think it was Macri who was saying he expects Martial and Rashford to get 50 goals between them this season. They got off to a good start against Chelsea. I think Rashford can get 25 goals this season. I think he can do his fair share, especially if he's taking penalties. How important do you think Anthony Martial is tonight? I mean, we look there, and he does. I know him and Rashford can swap around, but he has got the number 9 shirt. He does look like he is sort of going to be the tip of the spear. How important do you think he is, and how good a season do you think he can have?
He needs to step up now because he's been given this trust to be our number 9 tonight. And like I say, he can interchange with Rashford and play different formations and that. But he has the potential to do it, but it's up to him. Only he can do it.
Just waiting for the kick-off now. It's not far away. I think we're sort of 2 minutes away from kick-off. Players are all on the pitch, lots of handshakes. Harry Maguire there with a nice little handshake with Jesse Lingard. Harry Maguire, I mean, against Chelsea, he looked like he played for United all his life.
Oh yeah, good old slabhead, I know.
Yeah, you've been raving about slabhead.
Oh yeah, I've been raving about him all summer.
Like got a bit of a look of Harry Maguire. If I look like Vincent Kompany, I think you look a little bit like Harry Maguire.
Yeah, definitely. The entire Harry Maguire clan, they all look alike. It's amazing.
See those pictures on him when he tweeted the pictures of him and his family? Hey, it was like definitely like, you can tell
I've seen a picture of him when he was a little kid and his mum tweeted it, and you can see it even then.
Do you know what I love about these signings? Wan-Bissaka in his United top as a kid. Daniel James obviously crying his eyes out. His dad passed away just before he got the signing that he wanted. Harry Maguire, his mum tweeting about it, the family all proud of him, saying how he wanted to play for United all his life. These are players that, regardless of their ability, which is great anyway, want to be United. Yeah, it's like a dream move for them. Yeah, we've missed that a little bit, haven't we?
We have missed that. People, like players who've been coming for the paycheck last couple of years. So
I don't think, funnily enough, there was this argument when we signed Alexis Sanchez that he was a United fan and all the rest of it. People were posting pictures of him in a United tracksuit, but he doesn't strike me as someone who was desperate to come to United because he loved the club. I think it was more a case of money. The likes of Di Maria didn't come to United because he was a United fan, did he? Or Falcao, whatever. But these are players that, obviously, these new...
They want to play. Yeah. They want to play for United. I will be disappointed if Sanchez goes, because I say, if he goes, we are going to be so short.
Yeah, me and you were talking about this before we started the stream. And you were saying that you don't want to let Sanchez go because you don't think we've got time to replace him. Obviously, we can't really replace him until January.
If any of them get injured, we are screwed.
Yeah, we will be over-reliant on the likes, but can Mason Greenwood not step up?
Yeah, but 17 years old, lad. You know what I mean? It's a lot. The kid can score. He's a natural. We know that, but we just have to wait and see.
Just about to get underway here at Molineux. Just waiting for the kick-off. Teams are all ready. Teams all right. United, white shorts, white socks, red top. You love to see that, don't you? You love the white shorts and all that, don't you?
Yeah, traditionalist I am. You know what I mean?
So let's see how the Reds get on. As we were saying earlier, the big team news is that Daniel James gets his first ever Premier League start. I think his first ever Premier League start. He's never played in the Premier League before, has he? It's not just for Man United. I think it's his first ever Premier League start. So certainly his first Premier League start for United. That was the change. Pereira out, Daniel James in. Pogba just on the ball end, edge of the box. Rashford going down the wing here now. United have started brightly. Oh, he's just giving it away. But Daniel, you can see there, Daniel James pressing. Pogba's just picked up the ball. And United looking lively in these first sort of opening 20 seconds. Passing it around nicely. Pressing as well. You can already tell, can't you, the intensity from Manchester United now compared to last season before Ollie arrived.
It's about putting your foot down and getting a feel of the game and inserting your command straight away from the kick-off. And just passing it about, getting a feel of the atmosphere, getting a feel of the pitch. One big game of chess, isn't it?
Yeah, it's one big game of chess. Thing is, last season when we went to Molineux, it was Wolves that were passing it around and playing us off the pitch almost, and United just, especially in the cup game, just didn't get going at all. But early stages tonight, obviously it's only 1 minute in, but you can just see
Wolves have a blend. They've got a mixture of European players and English players, so it does them well, doesn't it?
What do you think of the job he's done there, the Wolves manager Nuno?
First rate.
Yeah, he's certainly defied the odds.
United,
that's a foul there. No, the referee looked like Rashford got fouled. Was it Rashford there? I couldn't see. Got fouled sort of 30 yards out, but the referee is having none of that at all.
No VAR, eh? Where is it when you need it?
No VAR with that one. But Wolves just about getting into United's half. But no, they've been dispossessed. Again, United just look comfortable at the back now. Wolves sort of tried to go on the attack then and were dispossessed, and it just looks like...
It's amazing how United have solved one problem and created two more.
What do you mean?
With the midfield and the strikers, with a little light.
Little light for midfield and strikers?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you not think that, do you think Scott McTominay is up to the job?
Of course he's up to the job, but...
Yeah, still think we need someone else?
Yeah, like I say, but I would have pining for Bruno Fernandes and we just never got him.
Bruno Fernandes is still on his way to have his medical at United. That's been going on for about 3 months, according to the press. Every day, you remember doing like the transfer updates, and every day it was like, Fernandes is in Manchester, he's having his medical today. Fernandes is on the brink of joining Manchester United. Fernandes has been spotted.
Fernandes was at the bloody chipper.
Fernandes is crying. Do you remember he was crying at the end of the game because he was on his way to United and all the rest of it. And they were trying to get a bidding war going with us, and City and Spurs were meant to be in for him. And at one point, the Scousers were being linked with him. And nothing happened in the end. It didn't come to United. It didn't even look like it was really going to happen. I think maybe you could argue that he was looked at as a replacement for Paul Pogba if Pogba did go, but Real Madrid didn't match what United were asking for him. United on the ball again here, 3 minutes in. Harry Maguire there.
Speaking of Paul Pogba, his brother needs to keep his mouth shut.
Why?
Opening his trap again, you know what I mean?
Oh, right, this is the old Pogba wants to leave and all the rest of it.
Yeah. Just I'm sick of hearing it now.
I think we all are, to be honest with you, with Paul Pogba. And I think Ollie said it in his press conference yesterday when he was talking ahead of the Wolves game. He said he can't remember a press conference, or he's not had a press conference where he hasn't been asked about Paul Pogba. And I think that's going to continue. He's going to carry on getting asked about Paul Pogba until Paul Pogba eventually leaves. It's just the nature of it. And I think, was it after the Chelsea game, Paul Pogba said he was happy, but there's always a question of whether, what his future holds or whatever.
I've not seen Wolves touch the ball in the first 4 minutes.
United passing it around nicely, spraying it around. Daniel James getting on the ball. DJ out wide. Wan-Bissaka getting forward as well. He's playing it into Jesse Lingard, trying to go on a bit of run.
I didn't even know he was playing.
You didn't know Jesse Lingard was playing? To be fair, it's only 3 minutes in, so it's not
fair enough. It's not like 31 minutes in. And
it's not like you notice him at half time and think, hang on a minute, has he just come on? Oh no, he's been playing the first half.
Lindelof gave the ball away there.
Yeah, a bit sloppy there. Wolves actually going long quite a lot, trying to pump it up, but United look well organised at the back, as we were talking about before. Wan-Bissaka on the ball there, playing it into...
Should be motivation from last season with some of them players who played in them games.
Yeah, I mean, you think as a United player, it's got to sting you a bit, going to Molineux twice.
In the space of a week, it ruins your season, basically.
I mean, it did, didn't it? It was like, at one point we were looking like, we were talking of maybe we could do some sort of treble of finishing third or something.
And winning
the Champions League. And,
PSG, we got giddy-fied.
We got a little bit carried away, didn't we, after the PSG game? And I'm not saying that I was partly responsible for some of the giddiness by saying that we were going to win the Champions League, but I might have said that. And the wheels came off badly, didn't it, against Barcelona?
I could say, if we do that this season, cup and a third, fourth, I'm happy.
Yeah, I think trophies, man. You want to win trophies as Manchester United. Is that a foul there against... That's Jota, who's a decent player. We know what he can do. John Moss is the man in the middle. Nice one. I'm not going to say anything about that.
So United fans are very vocal. They always take a really large following, and say it's only an hour down the road, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not too far.
On the train or the coach. Station's near the ground, so you're all right. I went through Wolves yesterday.
You went through Wolves yesterday?
Yeah, I was coming back from Birmingham in the NEC.
How was that for you?
It was all right. It was a buzz, sci-fi weekend. It was all right. Loads of Star Wars and that. Transformers.
Get involved in the comments as well, guys. Let us know what you think of the game, who you think's playing well. We will be running some polls towards half-time as well, sort of who's been the best player, who's been the best defender, what needs to change, and all the rest of it. So we want to hear your comments as well. Let us know what you think, because United have started this game well. There's not really been any sort of opportunities or anything.
Whoa, what a flick.
Oh,
what a flick from Wan-Bissaka.
Wan-Bissaka there showing his silky skills. Someone's saying there...
It's getting forward a little bit.
Did you see how fast James was?
Yep, well, he's nippy, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He's rapid, isn't he? Daniel James. It's ridiculous how fast he is. You can imagine as well, like, everyone was talking, saying, you can see Daniel James coming on later on in the game when everyone's knackered, but obviously all he's giving him a start today, and right from the start, you know, he's always a sort of player, if you're a defender, it must be a nightmare to play against Daniel James, because he's just going to run at you, isn't he? He's just one of those players that loves the ball at his feet, and he's absolutely rapid, and he just loves running at defenders, so it's just going to be a bit of a nightmare. James Malone says, New Zealand loves United.
Thank you.
If New Zealand was Andy Tate, give him a shout, come and visit you. Been to New Zealand?
Yeah, I'd love to go.
There you go. Daniel James there. That's a foul, surely. Daniel James cut inside there, and it looked to me like he got brought down, but John Moss having none of it, as usual. Wolves countering now. They're just in the middle of the park, trying to get forward. He's going on a bit of a run here. The Wolves number 9. He's going all the way. Wolves down the right-hand side. Looks like he's going to cross it in.
Hold the line. Well played.
Luke Shaw cuts out the cross. Mr. Meme says, Martial or Rashford better score there in my fantasy team. They better score anyway, regardless of whether they're in your fantasy team. Want them to score anyway.
I know, we want real life, not for your fantasy team. Jesus.
You don't do fantasy football?
Nah, I don't like it.
Do you not?
No.
I've got a few United players. I did fantasy football. I put a load of United players in my team, so until United played, I wasn't doing too well. And then when we played, I had Rashford, Martial, and Wan-Bissaka in the team, so I did all right.
One thing about Wolves, the crowd get behind the team, and it's very vocal.
What would be a good season for you guys, says RRG Echo? What would be a good season?
Cup and third place or fourth, any cup.
For me, I always want trophies, and I think, you know, United should be winning and challenging for trophies, but getting into the Champions League, that for me is a good season.
Playing some football.
Yeah. Playing football and getting into the Champions League, because I think...
If we can have what we had last season, we've got half a chance if we can play that form again.
Yeah. The form that we saw when Ollie first took over.
Yeah, if we can play that form again, we've got half a chance.
Daniel James again down the right-hand side. Can he get his cross in?
Lucky lad.
Gets a corner. Tried to get his cross in. John Mell asks, hi guys, what youth player apart from Greenwood do you think will break into the first team this season? My favourite youth player is Angel Gomez. Love Angel Gomez, mate. Love to see him. I was at the under-23s the other day on Friday night, took the family down there, and James Garner scored as well. He looked mint at that level. We know what he can do, but I think Angel Gomez could be...
Did they win?
Yeah, they won 2-0 against Reading. It was a decent game, actually. If you get a chance, if you live sort of up here, and you get a chance to go to Lee Sports Village, watch under-23s.
Yeah, near Atherton, it's good.
Yeah, it's free. Took the kids, they all loved it. Someone else, Sean Collins, is saying James Garner.
Kiwis in the house, Scott
Kiwis
Taylor.
In the house. Corner coming in, back post. Oh, Wolves clear it. Who's that, Rashford there?
Rashford.
Can he keep it in? No, it's been cleared. So we're almost 10 minutes in. For me, he says, RRG Echo, a good season to be top 4, win the Europa League and FA Cup. Settle for that.
I'll take
2 trophies in the top 4.
I'll take 2 trophies. I'll take Europa League, FA Cup.
Do you think about
5th place?
If we look back at 2017 under Jose as a good season, don't we? Because we won the 2 trophies.
Yeah, but it cost us our league form.
I mean, our league form was shocking, especially after Christmas.
I remember the game against Bournemouth. We had a chance to get across the top 4, and we drew with Bournemouth. and Zlatan missed the penalty, and that was like...
I remember, was it Swansea where they drew 1-1? We had no defence, and Jose obviously put all his eggs in the Europa League basket. He was resting everyone for the league. He gave up on the league and focused on that. Someone's asking if you've been to Ireland, Andy.
No. I love to go because my family's from Ireland.
Mate, it's only about 40 quid on the flight or the ferry. Get over there, man. We went to Dublin the other year. It was mint.
Some Guinness.
Right. Yes. Daniel James here. United on the edge of the box. Daniel James and Wan-Bissaka linking up.
Come on, Pog.
Pogba's got it there. We're sort of on the halfway line now. Daniel James and Wan-Bissaka have looked good so far in this first sort of 10 minutes.
James
linking
Malone,
up well.
4-0. That's a bit of confidence there, isn't it?
What is Greenwood's best position? Scott Taylor is asking. What position is he likely to break in this year? I think his best position is on the right-hand side of a front three, and I think that could be the position. I don't know if he breaks in this year. I think that's a place he could get used this season. He could sort of come on and maybe, you talk about Europa, maybe get used in Europa. He's still only 17. So, you were talking earlier, weren't you, about Sanchez going.
But like I say...
I do get where you're coming from, because it worries me a little bit. We'll start using...
We need somebody... Like I say, I've heard Llorente. I was reading yesterday in the Sunday papers, he's holding out for an offer from United. Now, like I say, it's an option to keep. It's an option to have. Give him a contract.
Yeah.
If he can prove his fitness, and if United fancy him,
yeah,
just like I say, give him a contract till I say Christmas, see how it goes, and give him one. If it's good, give him to the end of the season. So,
listen,
you can't expect every game to be playing Martial and Rashford.
I get it, right? I think you do need a different type of striker as well, and a bit of a battering ram makes sense. Just a different type of player.
If you can't go through, you go up and over, don't you?
No,
you need a battering ram.
United with a free kick here about 40 yards out. He's tried to float that in there, but it's gone well over. And off for a goal kick.
Hey, Lindelof, he was sent off.
Lindelof
was sent off last season, wasn't he? And he had to VAR it to reverse it.
Lindelof,
don't ask me what that was.
Well over it. Yeah, he's over it by about 10 yards. Him and Maguire having a little chat now. I think Maguire's saying, let me have the next one.
Future Man United captain now.
Harry Maguire. Could be sooner than you think. Jesse's a squad player, says Adam Wilmot. He needs to step up this season. I'm a big Jesse Lingard fan, but I think this season we need to see double figures from him in goals.
Put your money where your mouth is.
Not just the Emirates, we need to see him scoring other places as well. Because for me, a player should be getting, in that position, sort of as part of the forward three for Manchester United or whatever, or just off the striker, as an attacking midfielder, you should be getting into double figures over the course of the season. I know he had injury problems last season, but he's getting to that age as well where he should be stepping up a gear. He is one of the senior players now at United, really. Been there a long time, done his low moves. Been a first team regular for about 3 years.
Definitely United trying to push again.
Of the two sides in this first sort of coming up to 13 minutes, United have probably had more of the possession.
Yeah,
which
definitely.
we didn't expect. There was a bit of an argument going on in the preview the other day, because I think it was Housen who was saying you can expect Wolves to have a lot of the possession, United sit back, and others arguing that United should get hold of the ball. At the moment, we've not got the stats up yet, but it looks like United have had more of the possession. It certainly looked, I wouldn't say looked like scoring, but been in the opposition half more, the most, out of the two teams. It's been more United on the front foot. We're just seeing now Wolves sort of, again, trying to break forward, not really getting anywhere. United, the energy's there. United look chasing everything down. There just seems to be a real sort of determination.
I know, this has got a feel of 2010. I was in a pub in Blackpool with my family watching United v Wolves. And I was the only one in the pub, a United fan, and when Scholes scored, we were chasing Chelsea.
Oh, yeah, I remember this.
And I went absolutely mad, bouncing around the place. Bottles flying everywhere, Wicked and all that flying everywhere. Wicked was WKDs were flying everywhere.
2010, 12. Shaking Wicked.
I'm 36. 36, like I say, it was a wild weekend, Easter weekend, wasn't it?
Hey, Blue Wicked, hey, at the bus stop, hey, on the park.
No, it was White Lightning back in my day.
Hey, seriously.
White Lightning.
Yeah, I bet
and a bag of chips on a Friday night.
Can't beat, hey.
Amazing what £3 can get you.
You know what you're missing out on, you kids.
You kids, £3 will get you a bag of chips and a bottle of White Lightning on a Friday night.
Wolves in possession. Is that a free kick there? Paul Pogba's not happy. He's had a free kick given against him.
Wagging his finger at the ref.
he's a high-five the Wolves player who's just give a free kick against, which is something you don't see very often. Bit of grappling with Harry Maguire. Wolves player goes down.
He did.
Diogo. He just had a little pull on him.
Yeah,
there,
he did have a...
It was one of those sort of
pulled
pulls
his shirt.
Isn't doing anything, isn't going to stop the player, but if they do stop running, you're going to get a free kick because you put your hands on him.
Wolves have got a set piece now. This is where United...
Moutinho here with a free kick. About...
We came unstuck on set pieces.
30 yards out, should we say? He's firing it in there.
And Maguire
clears, and then I don't even know if that's a shot. I think that's an attempted shot from Wolves. Oh, but somebody there draws a foul in his own area. Clever play that by
Man United, 70% possession to Wolves 30. So it's a bit weird.
Well, this is what we were talking about. We were saying, do you think that United have more of the possession, and or would be Wolves, and United have had a lot more of the ball, which just shows you this sort of new philosophy. If I dare use that word, because it always conjures up memories of Louis van Gaal, but it certainly seems like United are changing the tactics. We've seen it in pre-season. We've seen it at parts towards the end of last season.
Well, this is what I mean. You can have possession football and still attack. You know, it's okay to have that, but have possession football and just contain and not go forward. Where's the fun in that?
Yeah, someone else is saying about that. What are your opinions on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer?
I'm backing him all the way. I'm not going to turn on him. And if it goes pear-shaped, I'm still not going to turn on him.
No, we need to back him. Seriously. And backing him doesn't mean just giving him 1 season or 1.5 seasons.
I know. And it will go nasty if the board sack him.
Yeah.
Because Wood, like I say...
Your mate.
He's not my mate. He's nobody's mate. He's the only mate he is the Glazers' mate. He'll have to hire extra security at the stadium. That's like I say. Sleep with one eye open, Wood.
That's not a threat, that's just what we think will happen.
Not me, mate, not me.
Will happen, no, I get what you mean, because obviously Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is a United legend, and I think you sooner or later you're going to have to look at Wolves attacking here if you have to keep getting rid of the managers. I mean, we've tried the sort of the manager who had a long experience in the Premier League at one club with Moyes. We tried the manager who'd had success over like 30, 40 years of management in Louis van Gaal. We tried one of the biggest names in football in Jose Mourinho. None of it works. We're bringing someone that knows Manchester United. It's a Manchester United legend.
Knows the values of the club and the traditions.
Yep.
So we're all plastic fans. So what are you, lad? Hey, what are you?
Man like Rashford. It's been a bit quiet so far for Marcus, but he's not had a lot of the ball. Saying that, he's getting on the end of it now down the left-hand side. Can he get his head up? Cross it in.
Cross. Go and get it in now. Cross.
Oh!
Martial!
Rashford there, twisting and turning on the left. Got his cross in. It was sort of like a cross to the far post. It's almost a shot side cross, but I think it was actually a cross. Martial was running in at the far post, and it looked like he didn't get a touch on it. I don't know if the Wolves lad sort of put him off.
Tell you what, that was
Rashford
good delivery.
twisting and turning, the fullback whips it in.
It's only a touch away. Could have been a goal.
I don't think he touches this, Martial. I think it just goes out. Oh, it's one of them. He's literally 2 yards out, Martial. If he gets any sort of touch on that, it's a definite goal.
It just brushed the defender's head.
Did it?
Yeah.
I think they're doing something with the ball.
New balls, please.
Is
this tennis?
Well, he's not given a corner if it did brush the defenders, and I thought it just went straight out. I don't know, I think the defender might have done enough to put him off.
These match balls, that's like £100 a ball, aren't they? These are like supposed to be the state-of-the-art footballs that don't go down.
Someone's put Need Sanchez. Don't think so. Don't think that's the answer. Certainly not 18 minutes in. Wan-Bissaka has been a tank. Someone else is saying Rashford Martial will combine for 50 goals, all comps this season. I agree. I think they will.
I reserve judgment.
3 down, 47 to go. Yeah. It's not just them. I keep saying it. It's not sound like a broken record, but Lingard needs to weigh in as well. I think if Lingard, Martial and Rashford get 60 goals between them this season, I'll be happy. And I think that should really happen. I think it can. I know Rashford's still only young. He's still 21. He turns 22 in a couple of months.
If you count it, we are in our own mini league now because the top two are on a different level. So we've just got to...
You don't know. I don't know. Well, City couldn't beat Tottenham at home, could they? That's not a great result.
They were robbed. And that's being honest, they were robbed.
Why were they robbed?
Stupid handball rule that's just been implemented.
Right. That handball was a handball. It was a handball.
If that was last game of the season,
Yeah.
If that's last game of the season, it happens again.
Yeah.
It will be a riot at the stadium. You telling me the emotion will go absolutely toxic levels?
But right.
Imagine it. Well, imagine if Liverpool get robbed. How are they going to feel? Imagine we get robbed.
If you watched that for that goal that was disallowed, was that not a handball though? Because he's not Laporte's hit him with his arm, all right, unintentionally, and it's not the ball into Jesus' path.
Where's the emotion anymore? Can't celebrate.
I get where you're coming from in that, because I was thinking at the Chelsea game.
Killed it.
I was on my own at the Chelsea game, but when Rashford scored, part of me was like looking, thinking, is VAR going to pop up here? When he scored the second.
They're trying to justify every decision. It's like American football now.
Young's finished, someone has said.
Well, he's not on the pitch. You might have a point there, lad.
Yeah, I don't think Ashley Young's anything. Oh, is it Luke Shaw getting down the left-hand side here?
Don't get
no pressure.
Bit of a nosebleed there.
We're forcing Wolves to sort of go long a lot to clear it.
Come on, Reds.
And again, United pick it up. Pogba there.
Good ball.
Oh, it's fouled there, yes. Pogba gets a bit. He's rolling around, holding his
shin.
Bit of a. Has he got a dead leg there? What was it? His shin. I think he got one on the knee, didn't he?
Oh, on the ankle. That's dirty. That. Where's the yellow card for that? Come on, ref. You joke.
He looks like he's okay. He's just getting up a little bit.
Dirty. He knew what he was doing there.
Who was it? Was it Den Docker? Yeah, Den Donker even. Yeah, I'm well up on my Wolves players. Den Donker there. United with another free kick. About 50 yards out, so I don't think anyone's going to have a shot from here. Try and ping it in, try and get another
set piece
chance.
Could decide this.
Harry Maguire's lurking on the edge of the area.
Like a big great white shark.
Like a big grey white shark. Pinged in there to Harry Maguire. Nods it in, nods it across. And but no, it's and now Wolves are actually on the counter. Victor Lindelof stopping the break though. To Daniel James. Daniel James, can he run? Has he got space to run? They're crowding him out there.
Because there's two players on him there, so they must be worried about him.
There.
They must be worried about him.
I love Martino, he's a great player. Come on, you Reds, you need to win this after last season's 2 games, says Dan Martin. Yeah, I agree.
Last 3 games.
Can't be not beating Wolves in 4 attempts. That's shocking, that, really, to be honest.
Everyone's got a bogey side, haven't they?
Bogey
when
side.
we were kids,
West Ham used to be around bogey side.
Yeah, Southampton as well.
Yeah, West Ham, Southampton. I think they were the bogey side.
Chelsea were a bogey side as well. When I was young.
Chelsea. I saw us lose to Chelsea twice in one season, but then we beat them 4-0 in the FA Cup final. So sort of made up for it.
Yeah, it did.
And we won the league anyway, so it was all right. It was happy days.
Won a double.
Yeah, we did. Hey, those were the days. Hey, it's on this season anyway, the double. Win
double cups.
Win tonight, we go top. What's the matter with you? Don't we?
Yeah. Well, clean sheets.
Yeah,
we would.
Yeah, there you go. Someone said you got the job and a technicality of a legend who recommended you. You are nothing, you are a fool, you are a waste of space. Good night.
I'm going to show you.
Yes, well said. Porto are our ultimate bogey team.
Porto?
I remember. Porto, that right. If you ever had crossing there, edge of the box, Daniel James I think is on it.
Oh, what was that?
Trying to head it down to Wan-Bissaka. Daniel James again on the wing here. He's got
DJ.
Space to run.
Oh, that's a foul. Come on!
I think he should be in the book there.
Is he getting booked for diving? He's booking him for diving!
That's shocking, that. John Moss, I can't stand John Moss, and that is a terrible decision in my opinion.
Let's
have a look now at the replay here. Daniel James getting down the right hand side. He has gone down a little bit soft there, to be fair. I don't know if he felt something. Oh, did he catch him there? I think Martino's back leg caught Daniel James, who went down, but then got booked for diving. It's not what you want, that. Someone's saying here, Daniel James has dived twice and deservingly getting a yellow. Just seen that dive. Don't know.
Do.
Oh dear, Victor Lindelof making a hash of it, clearing it. Oh, I thought he was going to head it over De Gea there as well. United now down on the right hand side, Wan-Bissaka, he's pressing forward. Daniel James obviously got to be careful.
Press.
No, he tried to go long there, Wan-Bissaka, and it ended up in the goalkeeper, the Wolves goalkeeper's.
Dan Martin, do you think we need to keep Sanchez? Yes, I do.
This man does.
I do.
I don't. I don't know. I get it because it is a lot of pressure on the likes of Greenwood. If anything happens to Martial or Rashford, then we are a little bit light. But I don't know. Sanchez to me, he's gone. He's a spent force. It's not happening for him anymore. Just can't. I just don't think he's got it in him.
You watch him. If he goes, he'll fire again.
He could do, but he might go to somewhere where the standard isn't as high as the Premier League. No disrespect.
I'll put it one way, he played with Lukaku and he never fired up either, did he? So it's one of those. But if they get rid and we get injuries to Rashford, Martial, Greenwood,
no one out. We're getting to Sanchez.
Who's going up front? Phil Jones. Super striker Phil Jones. Jesus Christ.
Well, we've seen Phil Jones on corners, so you never know what could happen. Someone else says ref versus United.
No
John Moss. That's all you need to know about. 4 matches against Villarreal, all 0-0. They have to be a bogey team.
Villarreal, it's got Valencia last season, bogey side.
As we're watching it now, Paul Pogba's picking up the ball.
Yeah, Avatar.
He's
going forward. United got to start
Lingard
pushing forward to get a bit more.
Luke Shaw on the left hand side.
Jesse Lingard interchange
into Rashford.
Go on,
Martial.
Yes! Have it!
Ooh la la indeed. Martial makes it 1-0 to Manchester United about 26 minutes in.
Sorry.
Tony Martial came from France and all that. Yes, United up 1-0. Great move this. Down the left hand side. Into Lingard. Lovely passing and movement there. So it's Shaw into Lingard. Lingard turns into Rashford. Yeah, well onside. Rashford into the path of Martial, who finishes with his left foot.
That's sweet, that.
What's that now? 4 down, 46 to go. Told you, didn't I? 50 goals this season.
I bet McCollum's frothing like Homer Simpson.
Oh, he loves Martial, doesn't he?
Frothing like Homer Simpson.
Frothing like Homer Simpson.
With a donut.
Yeah. Adam McCullough absolutely loves his Tony Martial. Showing Ollie there, celebrating. That's what we love to see. You love to see it. Andy Martial celebrating there, pounding his chest.
Usually pound a badge.
50th goal for Manchester United. Tony Martial, there you go. That'll be on MUTV later.
50th goal and he cost 50 million.
Yeah, he said 50, yeah, £1 million a goal. Bargain, well worth it. I paid 50 million just for that goal against the Scousers. Or the Everton one in the semi-final.
Oh yeah.
You were there then, weren't you?
Yeah.
I missed that one. But
that was it. Oh god. Oh, hang on.
Wolves trying to get down
what happened last time? Just contain them.
Trying to get past Alan Wan-Bissaka. No, not happening.
Yeah, I was at the semi-final. It was quite an emotional day, that. Hopefully there'll be something like that again this season.
Hey, you never know.
FA Cup.
The FA Cup. We need to raise the memory of 2018 as well, don't we? Chelsea.
I thought we were going to win the FA Cup.
Top goal scorers since Anthony Martial's debut. Martial 50, Rashford 47, Lukaku 42, Pogba 31. So Marcus Rashford's not far behind him, which is quite impressive considering he's got a couple of years on him.
I bet my dad loved that goal. I bet he screamed the house down when that went in, my dad.
Yeah.
And my brother. Oh,
yeah, same here. I bet our kid and my dad were going mad. Another 5-0 will be nice, says Dan Martin. Love it. Love to see a 5-0.
Yeah, 2012.
Oh,
that was good.
Dan James. Been a bit unlucky, Dan James, in this half. Not quite happening for him.
I will bring James off at half-time, but I'm crowd on his back seems to be struggling. It's his first start, Tom.
Tom G says bring him off at half-time. I don't know. I think that might knock him a little bit. Only, saying like, oh, you're coming off at half-time.
Do you know a famous Tom? Tom Jones, I know. That's about it.
A famous Tom?
Yeah. Tom and Jerry?
Tom Green. I don't know if he's famous anymore.
Tom Jones, I know. Tom, I know.
Hey?
Tom G.
Tom, the sat-navs, do you remember them? Hey? Back in the day. James needs to focus, as 30 Red. Yeah, listen, you get it. It's his Premier League debut. You're going to be a bit nervous, anxious to sort of impress and all the rest of it. Plus, he's had that booking, which doesn't help. Booking for diving, so he's going to be a little bit wary of that. So, I just think he needs to...
He'll be guided, he'll be good.
Yeah, he needs to just chill out and just
get
on with what he's good at.
After last week, a lot of emotion. it would have like drained away, and you know, at the moment's gone, and he's just concentrating on playing football. Tom Hardy. Oh yeah.
Tom Hardy. Famous Toms, let us know your famous Toms. How did I miss Tom Hardy? My missus loves Tom Hardy.
Oh, crazy played, legend. Cracking film, that.
Have you ever seen the film Lock? Watch that, it's really good.
Not too.
It's just Tom Hardy in a car. James just needs, even get the words out, to simple. Tom Lawrence, of course. Tom Lawrence, he's played for United.
Oh, sorry. A bit before my time.
A bit after your time. I think he was a youth player. I don't think he quite made it. Wolves down the left-hand side. Oh, Wan-Bissaka there just does enough.
Corner for Wolves.
Major Tom, yes. Tom Cruise.
Yeah. Major Tom, ground control now, isn't it?
Shrugged off there, Wan-Bissaka, and he just did enough to stop him through. Tom Hanks, how do you feel about Tom Hanks? Tom Holland as well, Spider-Man. Hey, famous Tom's here. How can we forget all of these?
Right, alright, let's just concentrate on the game, right?
Thomas the Tank Engine. Sorry if you just joined us and you think, what is going on here? Andy asked for famous Toms, and now the chat seems to have taken a turn for the worse.
Right.
Wolves with the corner. Can United clear? Yes. I think, is that Pogba there?
Yeah, everyone's back there. Everyone was back there.
Yep, it was proper backs to the wall. In case you don't know, United are 1-0 up as well. You should be able to... Yeah, Sony Marshall scores again on the graphic there. So, back to the Wolves keeper. United are keeping the press going, aren't they, though? You can see that. Even then, you can see that when we lost possession, everyone's sort of running forward. Everyone's trying to hustle and get onto the plays. Now, Daniel James has got a bit of room there to run. Plays it into Rashford. Give it back, Rashford. Give it back. Rashford is in the corner there. Wan-Bissaka getting forward as well. Gives it back to Rashford, who's on the right-hand side. Plays it inside to Wan-Bissaka. It's a foul, that, for me. Wan-Bissaka was dragged down there. John Moss gives us nothing. I can't stand John Moss as a referee. Do you remember when Fergie said Alan Wiley wasn't fit enough? Fergie would be having kittens if he saw John Moss at the minute. Right, that's a foul. Daniel James has been bundled over. Right, he's got a free kick, to be fair. Dan James with the work rate.
Definitely.
All you can ask from your players is that they try and put a shift in.
Not Frank Sidebottom.
Tom Jenner.
Yeah, Frank Sidebottom.
Tom Verlaine.
Put music in the background or something. What do you
Andy's going to sing soon, so don't worry about that. We'll take care of all that.
What do you want? The bleeding top 40?
Hey. Harry Maguire there with a header forward, but it's just gone to the Wolves team now, who are on the halfway line, pushing forward. He snuffed it out there again, Harry Maguire.
Tom Tosspot.
Tom Tosspot. I just made that up. I've never heard of that.
I think that's a made up one, that. Yeah,
Adam Wilmot said his speed is actually funny. I think he's talking about Dan James there, isn't he? I presume so. Is that what you're on about, Adam?
Must be.
Everyone getting back again as well.
Tangy
You see.
Toms.
Look at that, right? The Wolves player there in the corner's got the ball, and you have 3 United players around him. Rashford, Lingard.
Come on, Reds, go on!
Sure, and now United can break. Dan James.
From
Martial there.
Just go with it,
He's about 30 yards from goal, though. He needs some backup there, because he's on his own there. And now I think is that Lingard again? Lingard who's got his socks sort of tucked around his shin pads.
I don't think that's allowed, you know. You got to have your shin
I think they've got to be certain height.
Your shin pads can't be showing.
No, I think he's got them tucked over him.
Oh, is it a style thing for Jesse Lingard again? Again, you got to have style.
I don't care.
You got to dress on the pitch.
Shin pads, do you know what I mean? Who cares?
My day, we didn't wear shin pads. You took the pain.
Have you seen that commentary, that goal of Dan James, where the dude's making NASCAR noises as he's breaking away? No, and I need to see it.
Yeah, you still need to that.
Here's one for you. We could win 8-0 and he's still more entertaining. Lol. Yeah, well
still
said.
more entertaining.
If we won with 8-0, you'd still be more entertaining.
Coronation Street's on tonight. Everyone's watching this.
Hey?
Hey, Curry.
United breaking again here. Jesse Lingard. He's always looked lively this half, Jesse Lingard. He's looked good, I think. He's got a little bit underrated sometimes. Dan James on the right, crossing it in.
Oh, it's all right, lad. Don't worry. Keep it going, lad.
Dan James got to be careful here when he's tracking back that he doesn't make a foul because he's on a yellow.
I think he knows.
And I think John Moss would love to give him a sending off in his Premier League debut. And that's a sort of John Moss move, that.
Chase him down, Martial. Chase him down.
Martial chasing down the keeper. Keeper plays it out to left back, and then you see Marcus Rashford chasing him down. Wolves trying to break. We've not really let Wolves breathe almost. It's like as soon as they get the ball, we're on them.
How am I entertaining? I still don't get that guy. You got to see that video, then that's Carthage.
Bob says he's recording, Corey.
Good
lad. My missus will be doing the same.
Yeah, my missus will be watching it as well.
Don't forget as well, if you are joining us as well, we do have links to Football Index. You'll see the graphic there, Football Index. They're being supporting the channel, and that's like a stock exchange for footballers. So you buy and sell footballers, and obviously use that football knowledge of yours to make money when the prices go up and down by buying and selling them. So obviously for 18 and above, 18 years and over. So check out the link in the description. Football Index. It's something that's quite popular. A lot of people are playing it at the minute. Check it out. Just mindful of the T's and C's, and of course make sure you're over 18. United now on the ball. Marcus Rashford trying to play it through into Anthony Martial. Martial. It looked like he got a bit dragged back there, but no, I don't think he was on the edge of the box. Wolves as well do what United do, and they all sort of muck in and support each other. There was a lot of plays there around Anthony Martial as soon as he got that ball. Ball's being sprayed out now.
Come on, ref!
Daniel James.
Thank you.
I don't know what Otto.
That's him again. That's twice he's done that.
Waving his finger about moaning. He went through it. He wasn't a terrible foul. Phil Neville in the crowd there, obviously doing a bit of scouting for the England women's team.
You see Phil Neville get scolded.
With that spoon thing.
Scolds his Instagram.
Bang that ball. Scolds his Instagram.
No, he's a bit wrong though, isn't he? You can't. It's not nice getting scolded.
Yeah, my mate did that to me in a pub once with a light bulb. He unscrewed a light bulb and stuck it on my neck.
Couldn't be worse, could have stuck it in your mouth. You'd be like Uncle Fester out of the Evans family.
Look like Vincent Company, according to someone here before. Tom Cleverly, someone said we were naming famous Toms before, and we forgot the best Tom of all. Tom Cleverly.
Cleverly.
Jose wasted Martial.
Maybe he did.
I think with Martial, there's two things that stick in my memory of Martial. One is when we brought in Sanchez, and Martial just fell out of favour, even though I thought he was playing quite well. That cost him his World Cup place as well, and I don't think he ever really forgave Jose for that. And secondly, towards the end...
treated him at the start last season because his wife had a baby.
Well, there was that, but Martial knuckled down. I thought he was playing really well. And I remember the game at Chelsea, when we were all over him, and Martial had bagged the brace and he took him off. It's just bizarre, honestly. There's always 3 or 4 men on Martial says 30 red. They are sort of surrounding him. And I think this is what United needs to do as well. We need to support him a little bit better, because there's been a couple of times when he's on his own. He's got the ball and he's not had quite enough support.
I think
if
Jesse's
we can get forward
quiet.
A bit quicker.
I think Jesse's
I don't know, he had a hand in the goal. I think he's one of them.
Yeah.
He's
I
think
Martial.
over there.
Oh.
I thought he handballed it, and the Wolves defender clearing it, but obviously not. No one's appealing for it. Rashford trying a little dink there over to Martial. Rashford and Martial looking decent there together, linking up quite well. Ball just getting pinged about. Back to Wan-Bissaka. Plays it out to Daniel James. Daniel James has got room to run here. Is he going to run?
Get in, lad.
Is that probably hesitate a little bit. I think he's waiting again. He's waiting for men to make the right run into the box.
Eventually.
He's looking live though, Daniel James.
Eventually,
I don't think we need to be too
he'll
hard.
learn when to cross it, when not to cross it.
Got to remember, this is his first ever Premier League start, so he's...
See De Bruyne's cross on Saturday, something like that. If he start crossing like that, that'd be mint, that.
Yeah, but De Bruyne's like 5 seasons, isn't he?
I know. But that sort of cross on the ball, it's like David Beckham.
David Beckham. Paul Pogba there. I think the Wolves, there's been a bit of a tangle there, and Martinho's ended up on the deck. Paul Pogba's looking at, he's got his arms out as if to say what's going on.
Looking for an excuse.
So what's going on? I don't think there was anything in that, to be honest with you. Just out watching the replay now.
Oh,
there's nothing in that.
Give
nothing.
Over. Yeah, when Pogba had his ankle stood on, the ref did nothing.
There's nothing there. I don't even know what he's... Let me just say this again.
Get up, you fair.
Oh, barely touches him.
Oh,
barely
get
touches
up,
him.
bloody
Clayton
Muppet.
Blackmore has more titles than Gerrard, someone says. Accurate. Very true. Who's United's top scorer this season? Who's your money on?
I've got Rashford.
Rashford?
Yeah, definitely. Swear goals.
John Moss has got his finger in his ear like he's listening for something there. Stevie Wonder could say that weren't a foul. I don't even know. It wasn't a yellow card anyway. I think they've got a foul amazingly. I don't think there was anything in that at all. Right, there's almost 5 minutes to our time. I'm going to do a poll.
Who's your man of the match been for the first half?
That's right. Give me some suggestions. Yeah, we'll ask this now on Full Time Devils. Go over to the Full Time Devils Twitter even.
Harry Maguire. Oh, United are on attack again. Oh, we've got a corner. Come on, Reds. 5 minutes to go.
Right, suggestions. Whose suggestions? We'll say Martial for the goal.
Martial, Maguire.
Maguire for a bit of stability.
Yeah.
I think Pogba's done well. Going to throw him in.
Yeah, McTominay.
Throw McTominay in.
Yeah.
I'd have put Aaron Wan-Bissaka in over
Well,
McTominay.
we'll put him in then. All right, let's put him in instead.
Right, who do you want, McTominay or Aaron Wan-Bissaka? Go on.
You hold the power.
Go on, you tell me and I'll do it.
Put McTominay in.
Right, McTominay's going in.
Set piece for United.
Headed getting about there.
Oh.
Go on, keep him posted, Andy. Right.
United look good this half. Look good.
Right, we've done a poll there with our suggestions.
Oh, if you've got a different suggestion.
Yeah, let us know. Martial, Maguire, Pogba and McTominay we've gone for as the 4 candidates. If you think it's someone else here on the comments is saying I think Maguire. My money is on Rashford for top scorer now this season. What is it now? It's 2 each in it for him and Martial for United. That's decent for the 2 games in. Oh, Martial there.
Pull back, come
Martial,
on.
great cruise control. Lays it off to Dan James on the edge of the box. Pings it in. Just wouldn't sit down for him. Wouldn't sit down for him.
He got pulled back though,
Martial at one point he got pulled back and the referee waved play on. I don't know, maybe Martial with hindsight should have gone down there right on the edge of the box. Would have probably been a good place for a free kick. He carried on though, laid it off to Dan James and it sort of fizzled out.
So, hang on, is there going to be a replay of this? No?
No, it's just a throw-in. Wolves throw-in, sort of halfway in their half. Martial is a better target forward than Lukaku.
Any day of the week.
Even as a better target man though. Joe Tomlin says Martial top scorer with 27 goals this year. Remember that at the end of the season if it is 27 goals and he's top scorer.
Italian leagues, it's slow to it.
Italian
league will suit Lukaku.
Lingard is tra. What's tra?
Trash.
Does he mean trash? You missed out the S there. Unless tra's a new. There you go, he's corrected himself.
Spell it right, man. You know what I mean?
I reckon we could get Scholes out of retirement and he would do a better job than Jesse. Martial for top scorer. Let us know who you think top scorer will be. In fact, you know what?
Answer me this, folks. Would you take Llorente, who is available on the free from Tottenham Hotspur, as cover? Give me your thoughts.
We're going to do another poll on Twitter. If you're following us on Twitter, go over to Full-Time Devils on Twitter, and we're doing a couple of polls for half time. I'm going to do one here. Right. Who will be United's top scorer this season? So, we're only having Martial and Rashford out. We're not involving anyone else in this, are we, Andy?
No.
No. There's no point. It's not going to happen, is it? Let's have it right. Yeah, I can't even get on the thing here.
Someone's commented not Llorente.
Not Llorente either. There you go. Martial, Rashford. Oh, let me do it.
Maybe it was paper talk on Sunday. All for nothing. Resign Chicharito.
Let me do it.
Resign Chicharito. If he's on a freebie, yeah.
He's at West Ham now, isn't he?
Is he? I think he's...
Chicharito? Yeah, he's at West Ham. He scored at the weekend. Tell you what, he left the club for a bargain. What was it, about 7 million or something stupid?
He missed a penalty against Leverkusen, and he was sacrificed.
Do you remember he went to Real Madrid?
Yeah. Probably take Llorente on the free, says Gomez, as long as he's below Greenwood in the pecking order. That's a fair comment. Fair enough. You got to have some backup, haven't you?
Right, finally got my act together and done that poll.
Knockout games, he could be good in the cups. Llorente in the Europa League.
Tom Smith says, I haven't got Sky, sucks right now, lol. You don't need Sky. Just need me and Andy. Telling this is more you need to know.
Get the radio on.
Never get the radio on. We'll tell you all you need to know. You need to get the don't listen to us, get the radio on. What do you think of Marcus Rashford? Asked the football legend.
What do I think of Marcus Rashford? potential to be United striker for the next 10 years.
Yeah.
Adam said that, and he's right.
Oh, absolutely. What is he?
Same
21 now. 21. Can I just say, all I wanted over the summer was Ruben Neves, says Tom Smith. De Gea's barely touched the ball. That's a good point. That Wan-Bissaka there.
Sounds like a song.
Oh, as he says that,
Sounds
De
like a
Gea touched
song,
the ball.
doesn't it? All I wanted for summer was Ruben Neves.
All
Could
I
be a song,
wanted
that.
for summer was Ruben Neves. Yeah, Andy's going to release that as a single at the end of this watch along.
I wanted Bruno Fernandes for all I wanted this summer.
All I wanted this summer was Daniel James, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Harry Maguire,
and Bruno Fernandes.
and Paulo Dybala.
Shot himself in the foot now.
Oh, yeah, it's a good one for you. Do you think it'd be a negative or positive if we took Roy Keane onto the staff, push out posers?
Go on, Martial's going through. Oh, joyous! Oh, got stuck underneath his feet.
Martial went through there. Bit of a mix-up there, and a little bit in the defence. Martial, oh yeah, he got stuck under his feet.
Oh,
It says, someone asked, do you think it'd be a negative or positive to get Roy Keane into the staff? Push out the posers, or would it be a bully boy?
Liam has just asked, please, can you say Moisey again? Okay, fair enough, lad. You got your Moisey.
Sorry to say again, but it's Moisey. Can you say that? Oh.
Sorry to say again, but it's Moisey. Well, it's half time now anyway, so...
Someone asked about Roy Keane. I've been asking you this 5 minutes, you're not even answering me. Roy Keane and the staff, would you have him?
Potentially. Potentially, Mr. Volcano.
I can't tell the difference between your French accent that you do and your Irish accent.
Ah, God bless you.
Do you Paul Pogba accent?
Bonjour, my name is Paul Pogba.
Apologies, by the way,
and I flirt with Real Madrid.
French people watching. Now, do you Roy Keane Irish accent?
Top of the morning, Mr. Keno. How are you?
Sorry, we're going to get... People going to get complaints.
I don't think he's a liability.
Roy Keane, he'd probably come in and end up chinning someone or something. He'd probably end up injuring our own players.
I don't think Roy's in the right state of mind at the moment. He's just lost his father, hasn't he? So.
Oh, has he? Yeah, now's not the time.
Now's not the time.
I would have loved. There was a time when I would love to have seen Roy Keane come back to United, but I think now the way it is,
could do in the future. You never know.
I think his relationship with Fergie, right, for starters, is a sticking point because Fergie's still going to have some sway at United. Not all of it. We know he's not pulling all the strings, but I think he's still going to have a bit of a say in something.
Oh,
and the fact you've got a player there...
15 years ago nearly.
Yeah, but if they don't get on, they don't speak, and you're going to really bring in Keane. Also, Ollie respects Fergie, and I think he'll listen to him, and it's got to be Ollie and Mickey Phelan's decision as to whether they're bringing in someone onto their backroom staff. And has Roy Keane done enough over the last 10 years, whatever it is, to justify bringing him into Manchester United?
If he likes doing a punditry, let him be a pundit.
I don't mind Roy Keane.
If you want me to be a pundit, sign me up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was new car.
Producers at Sky, if you're listening, get Andy Tate on it. Let us know your thoughts on the first half, guys. What do you make of that? I thought that was a very, very good first half from Manchester United. Obviously 1-0 up. I thought we controlled the game. I thought we had a lot of the possession. We played it around the back nicely, moving the ball forward swiftly through the middle and out on the wings as well. I thought Rashford looked lively, Lingard looked lively, Daniel James wasn't all coming off for him, but he did want a lot of the ball and he'd get on the ball a lot. Do a Welsh accent, Andy lad. Don't encourage him.
Lovely. Lovely boyo.
No, do a Welsh one. Oh, was that a Welsh one? Oh, sorry.
Welsh one.
Sorry about that. Good performance, someone has said. Maguire killing it. What do you think of that first half?
I thought it was quite good. We limited Wolves. I don't think they had a shot on target, but we've only had one shot and we've scored, maybe two shots, and we've scored from one of them.
Marco Antonio King says good solid first half. Adam Wilmot says looked comfortable. Tom G, impressive first half. Marco Antonio King, again, says Maguire and Wan-Bissaka, beasts. Luca Thorne says we had great possession.
You need beasts at the back, don't you?
Beasts at the back. If we got
beasts at the front as well.
One of our polls are ending. Oh, another one. Is that finished yet? Yeah. Who was your man of the match first half? We asked you who your man of the match was. We gave the options of Martial, Maguire, Pogba or McTominay. And Martial, 64%, Maguire, 15%, Pogba, 13%, McTominay, 8%.
Why are Wolves... David White, why are Wolves booing James? Because he took a dive.
Yeah, he got booked for diving. I think whenever you get booked for diving, you're always going to get a lot of stick off the fans.
Opposing fans.
Hey, QPR fans still hate Ashley Young, don't they, after all these years? Almost as much as some United fans don't seem to like him. Right, hang on a minute. I'm trying to find this other poll. Yeah, who will be United's top scorer this season? Who did you say?
Rashford.
Well, you're wrong, according to Twitter. Poll's just ending now. I think it's quite heavily on Martial's favourite. It's 3,000 votes. Martial, 79%. Marcus Rashford, 21%.
No pressure.
Don't forget, Marcus Rashford takes the penalties as well. That could be a deciding factor. I wonder if Marcus Rashford had scored this half and not Martial, not Anthony Martial. Whether Martial had got that percentage of the vote. Well, no, he didn't take it against Chelsea, did he? No. He was on the pitch. He didn't take it. He didn't take it as well. Did he take it in pre-season or was it Juan Mata?
I don't know.
I think did Juan Mata take it? Help us out, guys. Memory's not so clever. But yeah, Marcus Rashford steps up against Chelsea just as he steps up against PSG.
Who should come on subs at the moment? I think it's quite contained.
Would you bring on? You were talking in the first half about how Daniel James may have to come off. You said you felt he looked a little bit nervy at times. He got his booking. You thought maybe take him out of the firing line a little bit. You know,
possibility.
I'd give him another 15 and then think about it. I'd have a little word with him, so just calm it down a little bit because obviously when he's tracking back, the way United do the press and all the rest of it, you don't want him catching someone and picking up a booking. He's also looked at times like he's just trying a little bit hard, but I think in general in the first half that was a solid performance from Daniel James.
I think it was, and
not criticising the lad. Someone's saying here 7 out of 11 players are British. Nice to see from us. I don't really care. I don't care whether they're British or not. I just hope they're good. That's all that matters really. Lingard running with the ball, stealing, pressing. He was all over the place, non-stop running. Sancho should be our next signing. Sancho, Jadon Sancho.
Well, he went for 7 million, and all of a sudden you're going to pay 200 million.
Well, he's like in the tax on him if he comes to United because City had him and they put a tax on him. Just looking at this Rashford cross again, where he twists and turns the fullback 3 times, whips it in at the far post. And Anthony Martial, I think the defender just does enough to put Anthony Martial off there because he just doesn't get a touch on it. And if he had got a touch, it would have been 1-0 to United at the time. Obviously, it became 1-0 later on when Martial got his goal. Biola, Wan-Bissaka though, lad. He's looked again like Harry Maguire, like he's been at United all his life.
Martial should have scored that chance. Yeah, Martial should have had 2. Hey, we've got a message here. It's 3 a.m. in Asia. Should I make a cheesy chip butter to get through the second
You've added the butter. He's just put cheesy chip to get through the second
Cheesy chip, no.
I have this argument. I hate cheesy chips.
I hate cheesy chips myself.
Well said, Andy.
Mayonnaise on chips.
My missus and my kids love them. Cheesy chips. It's just wrong. Do you know what I mean?
Like cheesy beans. Disgusting.
Just have chips, man. Or have either chip balm or cheese butter. You don't have cheesy chips, sort your limes out. Wolves keeping losing the ball because of Lingard pressing.
Definitely.
Lingard does a lot of the things you don't necessarily notice. Luca Thorne, Spider-Man. Yep. If Sancho does amazing again, what will be his price? He's asking Adam Wilmot.
Stupid price. 150.
If he has another good season and we're in the Champions League, 'cause I think we need to be attractive to him. I think he would have come if we were in the Champions League this season.
It will depend if Dortmund have a poor season.
Someone's put Pogba hasn't been good on the ball. I think that's a bit harsh. I think he's been alright. Someone else has put... I think
Greenwood for James.
Probably giving the ball away 4 times at least.
Cheesy mayonnaise. God, you sicko.
Mayo on chips is worse. I don't mind mayo on chips. Wolves are an awful team even. So negative. Lingard off and bring in Mata. He'll create some chances for sure. No. I think Lingard is very important to this style of play. I do. I think he's done a good job. I think that sometimes he gets underrated. And, excuse me, don't get me wrong. There's times when Jesse Lingard does deserve a bit of criticism, but I think today, and I think against Chelsea as well, he played well. I think he does a lot of the running off the ball, the pressing, and he also carries the ball when he's got it at his feet. And he played his part in the goal as well. Jesse Jankovic, forgive me if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Thoughts on James so far?
Played okay.
Okay.
It's his first game.
Hey up from Australia, 5 a.m. crew here. Nice one, mate. Well done.
Struth.
Respect to all you Australians. Adam's got nothing but love. Well, we've all got nothing but love for you Australians, but especially Adam. Who was over there in the pre-season in Perth. He said he was well looked after by all you Aussies, and you are as passionate United fans as anywhere we've seen. Don't forget as well to check out Football Index. You'll see the graphic, the Football Index logo on the graphic. There's a description. Link, in the description. Football Index is the new game you probably heard of. It's like a stock market for footballers where you buy and sell them as the value goes up and down, and you can use that football now to yours to make some money. It is for over 18s though, of course, so check out the T's and C's.
It is.
Maguire, 110% all the time.
Definitely.
Lingard is overrated, not underrated. I think sometimes the job he does can be underrated.
It can blow hot and cold.
Jesse, one of the best pressers we have, but we could upgrade that position in my honest opinion. That is a very rational comment there, Adam Wilmot. I think Jesse is one of the best pressers we have, but yes, I think we could upgrade that position. I think as a front three, you've got Jesse, Martial and Rashford. I know that's not the front three today necessarily, but if you have that as a front three, I think the one area there you think where you might bring a player in could be for Jesse.
Could do.
Possibly. Would have played Gomez in this game. Love Angel Gomez. Absolute joy to watch. Wants the ball all the time. Makes things happen. Goal past players. Can pick a pass out. Lovely hair. Guy's got it all. What do you reckon, Angel Gomez? Are you a fan?
If you got it, flaunt it.
If you got it, flaunt it. Yes. Rashford and Lingard pressing. Hands up, fire. Yes. Let us know your thoughts on the first half, guys. Let us know what changes you want to see, if any, for the second half. Does Ole twist or stick? Some suggestions that maybe Daniel James on his yellow card and the way we're playing, could he be someone that you consider taking off? Others saying that Jesse Lingard for one matter could be an option. I'm not too sure about that one. I'd personally keep it as it is for at least 15, 20 minutes.
Andy Carroll is an option. Who's put that?
Andy Carroll. He's just gone to
Newcastle,
hasn't he? Andy Carroll will get you 5 games a season, let alone 5 goals a season. Reckon we will see in Greenwood.
Possible. Very possible.
Pogba looks more mature this game because he's doing the basics and not any silly flicks, says Reece McCauley. I thought Pogba played well in the first half. He's very divisive, Paul Pogba. It's weird because after the Chelsea game, I tweeted, I was doing FullTimeDEVILS, and I tweeted that I thought he played well. And I got, out of all the comments I've made,
Henry
everyone
does
sort of criticised that.
To stag do's, do appearances. Man, what's the price? I haven't got a price, mate.
Chip butter.
Can't buy me.
He's already told you. Chip balm.
Greg's.
Greg's. Drives a hard bargain. A Greg's that includes a...
And a Porsche 911.
A Porsche 9... or a picture of a Porsche 911. Llorente asking an RB7.
Yeah, definitely. Like I say, it's nice to have options.
Heron Coco. Was that? So is that, sorry? No. Sorry, Biolo. What do you think of Rash and Tony connection? Any thoughts, guys? They're looking a lot more like a partnership this season already than they did previous seasons. I've always felt that Rashford and Martial at times look more like 2 individuals than they do a partnership. What do you reckon?
Oh, definitely now. Like I say, they're like drifters last season, weren't they? They drifted in, out, games and all that.
I think it took the toll on them as well this season. I think it took the toll on all the United players, especially Marcus Rashford, who was injured for a lot of it. Someone has asked, the name's just gone off there, but I think they said thoughts on the goal. Great goal, great play, nice interchanging through the players. I think it was Lingard, was it, with the turn and the run, and Luke Shaw getting involved, Rashford getting involved, and Martial with a finish with his left foot. Can't knock it. This annoys me, this. Sorry, Chowdhury, but this does... James has no end product. Far too early to say it, and he does have an end product.
Who are you, pal? You're an idiot on a keyboard. What do you know? Are you there?
It's a comment. He's allowed to say that, Chowdhury.
Are you there on the training pitch
He
every
said
day?
has no end products. I think he does have an end product. He's already scored 1 goal for United.
Check his performances on YouTube.
Check YouTube if you want facts, hard facts. I think that's a criticism, though. To be fair to Chowdhury, that's a criticism that some people had about Daniel James. Even before he arrived at United, they had it in pre-season as well. He does have to work on his end product. That will come with time, but he does have an end product. So I think it's a bit dismissive to say he doesn't have one. Maguire quickly earning legendary status. I can see that happening. I don't think he's quite earning it after...
if he scores a winner against Liverpool or City, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's all it takes. But he's on that road, he's on the pathway, but I don't think he's quite there yet. After
maybe 2 years
a good
down
game
the line.
against Chelsea and a good half against Wolves. My guy Andy says Finlay Ferguson. Bringing Greenwood for Lingard for last 30, going to be exciting. The game very quiet.
Pogba's had some
He deserves
sloppy
a decent defence to keep him at ease. Yeah. Oh, is it Troy who's coming on here?
Second half's about to start, isn't it?
Adama. Yeah, Troy. He's an absolute tank, this guy. He's got pace, he's got power, and he's got skill as well. He's a bit of an handful. James not good enough. Talking rubbish, Mustafa El Hawal. Hey, for starters, he's played one game and scored one. Secondly, he's played a half this half, and he's
no
been
classic
lively.
Andy Tate rants if we keep playing like this. Well, boo.
He can still have a rant, Andy Tate. Don't worry.
What's the rant? What's the point in ranting if you're winning?
Yeah, that's
Enjoy the good feeling. What's all this?
You have like a positive rant though. There's a type of rant that you do that's like a positive one that is like,
let's all
this
be
is
happy.
like 1994
We
all
want
over
to be
again.
happy. We want to see the good times.
This is what I've been waiting for and all that.
We want to see the good times. If we win a trophy at the end of the season, I will go fucking crazy.
Well, some would argue that ship sailed, but fair enough. Martial's finish was world class.
Yeah.
We're just watching the lad there getting his order in for cheesy chips at the end of the game from the Wolves manager.
Chris Smalling.
He doesn't even look like he's listening to that. The manager's giving him instructions, and the lad looks like yeah, mate, whatever. yeah, all right. Yeah.
I don't say. Funkson says Wolves won't sit in second half. They will come a little offensive. Now I think he's right. They will.
Bring back Rennie Merlinstein, friend of the channel. Rennie Merlinstein's been on a few times. Hoping to get him back on again soon. I know you talk about bringing him back to United. Would love to see Rennie Merlinstein back at United.
Can Andy Tate rant about the stadium not being repaired?
There you go. There's a topic for you.
Needs a new stand on a south stand, mate.
Remember that leak we had?
Oh, that leak's in the corner, innit? Anytime there's a downpour, man, Jesus, it just comes out the corner, doesn't it?
For De Gea should be dropped terrible as usual. Sick of him getting out. I think Josh Henry's joshing there.
I don't think he's a United fan, actually.
Well, I think he's just messing about. I would love a clean sheet today. So would we. Oh, no, we've just lost it there from the kick-off with Jesse Lingard and Martial. Not really on the same wavelength. Wolves attacking here. Luke Shaw is just going to pass it back to Harry Maguire, who passes it back to David De Gea, who clears it. Not the best clearance. Now it's come straight back to us.
That's it. Contain.
Just pick the ball up, man. Right. Plastic fans should stay off here. Listen,
I agree, mate. I agree,
listen,
Jake.
no, if they want people want to criticise, you can criticise. It's fair enough.
What
people
is a
want
plastic fan? Somebody who's just coming on the emotion and just like started joining.
I don't know. You're a fan, innit? You know what I mean?
It's handed down to you.
We are in better. Some people though, it's not, is it? We're quite lucky because we had it handed down to us. My dad took me to Old Trafford when I was a kid, and you didn't.
It's family.
You
My
know,
dad
think about it. You know, there's some Aussies there who mentioned us who were up at 5 a.m. to watch a team that's just finished 6th. So fair play to him. I think that's sometimes we're a bit critical of fans that are, you know what I mean, from afar or whatever. But we've seen it in pre-season. They're just as passionate as all of us.
Everyone's entitled to pick their own team. That's fair enough.
And I think if you're picking United as your team at the minute, you're hardly a glory hunter. Let's put it that way, considering how far we're behind the top two. Ball crossed in there from Wolves. As you'd expect, Wolves have sort of come at us a little bit in the second half. Sorry, the beginning of the second half. Hey up, he's out on the left-hand side. It's come out to the Wolves lad. Harry Maguire there, just did enough.
That was a chance, that.
Roll there.
It's going to be a long second half, this.
It's 4 a.m. here in Singapore. Well done, Elvis.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. There's a Wolves player holding his knee on the deck. And I just want to see what's happened here. Daniel James has gone in, and I think Daniel James has sort of fell and caught him. Now,
they're going to ask for VAR.
I think he's fallen there, Daniel James. He's fallen. But Daniel James is on a booking. Now, the question is Daniel James. Did Daniel James do that on purpose? I think he fell. I think he sort of just fell over. He sort of fell onto the player. But I don't know.
Red card for James.
Question mark. We're just waiting here now. The lad's getting a bit of treatment. Just showing us pictures of Nuno Espirito Santo.
Some good beard, that, innit? It's like he strokes it like a super villain.
I'd love to be able to grow a beard.
He strokes it like a super villain would.
Yeah, he does. Looks well groomed there, doesn't it? Screw VAR, it's a bloody nuisance, says
I agree, Alex. I agree.
We are one midfielder too short to finish anything above 4th, says
He may be right. Oh.
Someone there, his name I can't.
Corner. Anyway,
corner. Wolves corner. You know, there's no dramas there. Daniel James fell over.
Away. Well,
Paul Pogba with a good header again. He does that so often. Paul Pogba.
Everyone's back defending.
Yeah, Wolves keeping possession, but they've been pushed right back into their own half.
Football. Oh. Can you put the radio?
No,
on?
we're not. No, that's you. That's you. That with your radio nonsense. Hey. Right,
When I was a kid, we didn't have all this. All we had was the radio.
Talking rubbish. You didn't grow up in the 40s.
We grew up in the 80s, like.
Yeah, we did. No, he's right. We didn't have live games very often, did you?
In the 80s, no.
No, it was like the cup games and stuff like that was live. So, you know.
Elton Wellesby.
Yes.
That showed me age. Elton Wellesby on a Sunday afternoon.
Well annoying.
Oh, yeah,
if you grew up in Manchester or in the Northwest, you'll know who Elton Wellesby is.
Scouser.
Yeah, if you're from the 80s, or you grew up in the 80s in Manchester, as a United fan or just a football fan, you'll know who Elton Wellesby was. Oh, Luke Shaw won that there.
Play, well lads.
50-50 and Luke Shaw won it. And now United can break Wan-Bissaka into Jesse Lingard, back to Wan-Bissaka. United trying to work something down the right-hand side here.
Go on. Do it for the United fans.
Oh, Wan-Bissaka's cutting in. Giving it to Daniel James out on the right-hand side. I think Pogba's going to support him.
Just put it in.
Wan-Bissaka into Lingard.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Jesse, for God's sake.
Lingard got that all wrong.
Bloody numpty.
He's about, 7 or 8 yards out and just right at the post, near post.
He put money
and
on.
It was a bit of a taxi moment. He swung at it and got it all wrong.
He didn't even touch it. No, he didn't.
What's your opinion on the Glazers and Woodward? Not big fans, in being honest. That's what Andy thinks of him. Don't get him started on Ed Woodward. We know the Glazers took loads of money out of the club, and we've discussed this several times on the channel. We hope they can find a buyer who comes in and invests in the club. That's what we want to see happen.
Exactly.
Because I don't think they're going to do it. Jesse Lingard actually need that, didn't he? It's his knee.
And it's his face.
He's got to do better than that there, Jesse Lingard, if I'm being brutally honest.
He put money on him, like you said.
Said earlier, wanted to see him getting double figures in goals this season, so I think he can.
That's
There's a foul there. Is that Daniel James who's drawing the foul there? Yeah.
Was that the player who we caught?
Jesse's always wasteful, not surprised.
Now he's been booked.
I think it's only right there because that
was that the player who
No, it was. Well, United broke there, and Daniel James going through the middle, just on the halfway line. You can argue he was away, and he's took him out. He's got nowhere near the ball, is it, Neves? So there's no question about that. It's a yellow card. And I think they have been a little bit over James. And I think they're playing it quite cleverly here, Wolves, because they know he's on a yellow card. So they're always sort of, if they do foul him and it's not given as a foul and it's given as a dive, he'll get another yellow. I think they've sort of targeted him a little bit. McTominay here about 40 yards out on the ball, plays it out to Luke Shaw on the left-hand side. Nice little ball inside for Anthony Martial. McTominay again, back heels it to Martial. Luke Shaw. United just trying to work an opening. They just can't quite get an opening going at the minute. It's come out to Rashford, who's switched the plate over to the right hand side. Wan-Bissaka, have a dig, son. Oh! Aaron Wan-Bissaka there. It looked like he was going to shoot, and he didn't. He played a pass into the path of Jesse Lingard. I'm just watching it again on replay here. And Jesse Lingard just couldn't quite get there.
Was it a corner?
Jesse Lingard is arguing.
Was it a corner?
Oh, yeah, the Wolves defender there.
It was a corner.
How's John Moss missed that? He's absolutely shocking referee.
Damn you, referee.
Yeah, it was a corner and Jesse Lingard was going mad. That's what took it out. Jesse Lingard's past. I think the player got a touch on it. Well, it's a throw-in now to Wolves anyway. Okay, James is making me nervous. I don't know, he's just drawn a foul. I think he's done all right. Jesse, again. Jesse Lingard, yeah, he's had a couple of... I thought he had a decent first half. Someone, yeah. Sorry, just updating there, yeah. So Wolves have got the ball
7
there.
52 minutes gone now.
Jesse needs to do better with that. Let us know your thoughts on that. We're being a bit harsh on Jesse. I thought he should have done better. Let's have a look here now. Wolves have got the ball. Adama Traore, is it? He's got a foul there.
Yeah, so the referee...
I didn't think that was a foul. And Harry Maguire, who's conceded, doesn't look too happy.
I think Luke Shaw,
and I think he's having a dig at him there. He's pointing at him. Just looking at this here now. A damn on the ball, eh?
I think that was a foul.
Somebody there goes in. Harry Maguire.
The first one was a foul.
Right. I don't know. I think the Wolves players are moaning for a yellow card of some sort. Why do you guys always defend Jesse? I've just been having a go at him for missing that chance.
Do I defend Jesse?
He don't defend.
He
don't defend Jesse.
I'm not one of his fans, but
so he works. He's not bad. Not great on the ball.
He works hard, but I'm not a fan of him.
But works a lot. Yao Moutinho is going to take this free kick for Wolves about 20 yards out. Found the right hand side.
Get away.
And this, oh.
Jesus. Wolves have just hit the post.
Just being pinged about here, yeah. Wolves hit the post there. The free kick came in. Traore now trying to cross it in. Wan-Bissaka clears it.
That was a nervy moment. Still not over.
I don't like De Gea commanding his area. He's not commanding his area enough at all. Just watching a replay, the free kick comes in, and is that Jimenez? Was it? The striker there with an header. Yeah, Raul Jimenez.
He was beaten. All ends up.
It's the inside of the post and comes out. De Gea, no chance with that one. Riding our luck a little bit. Oh. Let's have a look here now. Wolves with a corner. Pinged in.
No.
Edge of the box. And he's absolutely blasted into the top corner.
Equaliser.
1-1. Is that Neves?
Yeah. Warning was there.
That all could have been avoided, really. We shouldn't have even given that corner away. We should have cleared it better. And again, I might be being harsh here. Let me know what you think, guys. I just think De Gea doesn't command his area. I don't mean the one off the post. I just mean in general, he just doesn't. It was the same last season.
There's no vice in it.
But oh, is there an offside? No, I don't think that is offside.
No, there's no offside.
He's absolutely just curled that into the top corner from 20 yards out there, just on the edge of the box.
A bit like last season, equalising, a goal like that at Old Trafford, wasn't it?
So frustrating that. We were in control. VAR looking at it.
I hope. Nah.
VAR looking at it, don't know why. Checking goal. Is that a forward pass? It's a goal. It's not his level. He's not played the ball forward. He's played it level.
This is where it ruins the game. There's no emotion anymore. You can't celebrate.
There's all sorts going on here for this goal with VAR. Just watching all these lines and all the rest of it, and it's a goal, as we could tell. I mean, he didn't play the ball forward for starters, did he? It was a sideways pass.
United really need to stand up again now.
Just, we got a little bit excited, didn't we, after that 45 minutes at the back of the clean sheet, the 4-0 against Chelsea. But there's obviously still issues there in defence that I personally think De Gea could be a little bit more commanding at times. Someone else is saying now that Lingard miss is painful. Yes, you're right, it is. 2-0 is a different story. United now need to step up. This is it. We had it easy against Chelsea once we took the lead, relatively. That was it. It was almost game over. We had it easy in the first half. There wasn't a lot being offered from Wolves, and that was a lot down to United, who were quite dominant in possession. But now Wolves have sort of got at us, and it's we'll see what this team is made of. We'll see where we're at as a team. Can we come back from that? Traore again, who's looked lively. That shot was shocking though.
He's built like a tank, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He did a good job at Old Trafford when he came on. He's a really useful player. Someone else is saying, what a goal, but offside consistency is awful. I don't know. I thought it looked like a goal to me, and obviously VAR agreed. United now looking a bit nervy at the back.
Hang on, Sterling was... last week, his shoulder was offside, and it was disallowed. And it
was that not my point is though, like it wasn't I think the reason it was offside was just a square ball. He wasn't playing it forward. Yeah. Is that what it was?
There's going to be so much shit this season when it's VAR. They say it's going to benefit the game. It's going to cause so much trouble.
It is going to cause trouble, but teething problems. I think you're always going to get teething problems with something new. We'll see where we're at the end of the season. I think obviously everyone after 2 games has had enough.
Don't get me wrong. Goal line technology, that's really good. But this could open a whole can of worms. This.
It could. But I think the main thing is as well, if it's the right decision, it's the right decision. I think like the problem is just been the execution of it.
Like I say, I've said this. This may sound crazy, but
go on.
A team will walk off. A manager, I'm not having this off.
No.
You see, everyone sees it on the screen.
You were saying this on the podcast.
No. Hey, look,
just looking at that Ruben Neves finish again. I'm not blaming De for that goal. There's absolutely nothing he can do with it. It hits the underside of the bar. It's in the top corner. No keeper in the world is saving that. Gaza said Lingard had 2 chances, couldn't even control it.
What's plan B? Interesting.
Below at right midfield, someone's suggesting there. I just think United need to get their foot on the ball. Just a bit of composure, because we just look like nervy and we're sort of playing into Wolves' hands here, because Wolves are pressing and all of a sudden the impetus is with them. We look like the team that are nervous. We look like the team that are struggling to get out of defence. Just get back to where we...
Ray Foster, VAR is going to ruin the emotion. You're right there.
I get that. That is a problem with VAR, because like I said to you about the Chelsea game, even there with the Rashford... the Rashford goal that made it 3-0 at the time, I was sort of half expecting a VAR decision. And Wan-Bissaka getting down the right-hand side here, pressing forward. He's going to give it to James, whip it in.
Oh, come on.
Comes out to Luke Shaw. McTominay on the edge of the box. No. It's his shot was charged down there. He should have laid it off again then.
I think it's time for the substitution now.
Yeah.
Jesse.
I think...
Hand signals from Ole.
I think Ole's asked Jesse to swap with someone. Do you lot think we can win?
Of course we can, anything's possible.
To be fair, you go ahead against Wolves, you should win. In all honesty, no disrespect to Wolves. Manchester United take the lead against Wolves. We should be winning this game. If you are just joining us, it was 1-0 to Manchester United. Anthony Martial scored in the first half. Wolves just equalised through Ruben Neves. It's now 1-1. We're an hour in, well, just over an hour in. Don't forget as well, check out Cinematographic Football Index. They've been supporting the channel. It's like a stock market for footballers where you can buy and sell footballers and make yourself a bit of money if you've got good football knowledge as their prices go up and down. Over 18s only, and there's a link in the description for that one. United have a free kick here about 40 yards out. Marcus Rashford's over the ball. I don't think he's going to shoot from here. Luke Shaw steps over it. Marcus Rashford shot there, right, from 40 yards out, and I'm probably one of Marcus Rashford's biggest fans. He's just gone along the deck, not much pace in it, and gone wide.
Please tell me what that was.
It's a waste from there. Like,
Kid knows better.
I don't get the logic of shooting from there. Seriously, ping it in. Like we've got height there now as well. You've got the likes of Maguire. You've got Pogba who can get the head on things. You know, you cross that in. If Luke Shaw steps up there, his left foot crosses that in.
Have you seen the replay of the Wolves goal? I think this is the goal of the weekend, this.
It's Monday.
Of the Premier League fixtures.
I'm only messing.
Smart ass.
I know what you meant. Neves is a quality player. Why did we not get him? Someone said we should have got him. See, he's given advantage there. Now he's pulled it back. I was about to say there's no advantage there. Anthony Martial has just been... taken down. Jesse Lingard standing over the ball. Right, now this is another free kick from about 40 yards out from a triangle. United take a quick one. Martial cross. These free kicks are shocking.
This is where United come apart now. They've got, when Wolves equalised last season, United had no reply to it. And I don't want this going the same way as last season in the league.
Yeah, I forgot about that. We took the lead, didn't we, against Wolves?
Yeah, and United sort of just like
capitulated with the equaliser. Long season ahead, boys, says Gaz. It's early to say, and I think, you know, this is a very good Wolves side. Let's put into perspective, but United should be playing better, especially in defence. And now we have sort of gone to pot a little bit. Our passing isn't as crisp as it was. Do you feel in January we need more firepower? It's a lot to ask to compete with City, Liverpool, and Spurs, and expect to get 4 goals.
We're not going to compete with City and Liverpool. Get that straight.
But I know, but he's right to say, you know, we should be. You know, I mean, I get that, but we're not going to. You're right. We're nowhere near their level.
And don't get me wrong. If you win your own games against City and Liverpool, it's nice.
Yeah, we can still beat City and Liverpool. I just don't think we're going to be challenging for the title like they will, unfortunately, which is sad to say. Where is Pogba? Did he come out for the second half?
Yeah.
Great tackle there.
Pogba again.
This is Wolves' game now, someone else is saying.
It? Oh, God. Come on, Harry. Come on, United. Wake up.
United look so nervous at the back of the minute. Even Harry Maguire, who's composed, can't seem to organise his troops at the minute, although he did do a good clearance.
Matter for Lingard could be an answer.
This is where Ollie's got to step up as well.
Yeah.
Too often last season, towards the end of last season, we fell apart and we didn't have an answer for it. And Ollie, you know...
Please tell me what was that then?
I think that
from Pogba?
Pogba tried to fire it out to the wing, but it was intercepted. McTominay's not really got hold of this game as well in midfield.
Is anybody?
Right, here's McTominay on the ball. Prove me wrong, Scott. God, see, what's that? It's a terrible pass.
The last 10 minutes has been so sloppy. Misplaced passes all the time.
It's just not good enough. Someone's saying Greenwood in. I think something needs to change.
Yeah, this is where Ollie has to earn his pennies.
Pogba on the ball here now. Pogba's getting a lot of stick. Didn't agree with Gary Neville when he had that convo with Adam McCullough. Yeah, if you've not seen that, Adam McCullough and Gary Neville had a chat on the big debate where Adam McCullough was sort of mentioning the fact that, you know, we've let the likes of Herrera, Fellaini and Lukaku go. No matter what you think about those players, they were first team players and we've not replaced them. We haven't brought in any midfielders and we haven't brought in a striker. Is that good enough?
Gary Neville saying we'll win the league again before Liverpool's a hell of a statement, that.
Wolves, Jesse Lingard there. Right, Jesse Lingard, can we break here? Right, Marcus Rashford, can he break? Can he get past his defender? That's a bad foul and a yellow card all day long. Bennett. Gordon Bennett, by the looks of it. Feisty games like this, you know we're missing that midfield. Marawan, says Laura. I knew a girl who got a Marawan Fellaini tattoo once. Penalty. Pen? Not an ass stream, it's not. Luke Shaw here out on the left wing. Marcus Rashford. Oh, Pogba, sorry, forgive me. Pogba going through. Pogba.
He's giving a penalty.
Yes!
Penalty! Come on, Reds!
I didn't know if someone was messing about there on the stream because we're on the chat. People often say things and you have to wait and see. But yes, Paul Pogba dancing through there. Well, we were talking about this. Marcus Rashford took one against Chelsea. Looks like there's a bit of a discussion going on there.
Seen the replay?
Right, I'm going to move this over so we can't see the chat. So we're just watching this because I know the chat is a little bit ahead of us, so someone's going to tell us. So we're watching this.
Oh, I don't know about that. Has this got a VAR?
No, I don't think so. Pogba's taking it. I stand corrected then about Rashford taking penalties because Pogba's decided he wants to take it. I don't get that. I'll be honest with you. You've had a player who just scored against Chelsea last game taking a penalty and now you're letting someone else take it. Just mixing the penalty takers up. It's not for me, although I might be about to eat my words. Paul Pogba steps up. And he misses.
Serves you right, Pogba. Serves you right. Serves you right.
Why didn't Marcus Rashford take that penalty when he took one against Chelsea and absolutely buried it? And he obviously wanted that.
Fucking ego.
He obviously wanted that because he could see him arguing with Pogba.
Fucking shite.
You can see what Andy Tate thinks of that. That is just ridiculous, that, to me. I don't get it. Deary me. That's going to be your talking point as well if it stays like this, or if United don't win. Everyone will be talking about that. Again, it's, you know...
Wasn't a penalty. Exactly.
It wasn't a good penalty as well. It was a shocking penalty, really. Was it? Yeah, nice height for the keeper. Not shocking, but not good. Nice height for the keeper. Yeah, easy to save them ones. Not good enough. Some penalties you can forgive him for missing. You say, all right, it's a decent penalty, but the keeper's done well. I think that's a bad penalty, to be honest with you.
Like he did against Southampton last season in the last minute, missing a penalty. You know what I mean? Give over, Pogba. You're not worthy of taking penalties. The only thing you take is bloody selfies.
Someone says Pogba must never take a penalty again. You need to redeem yourself now. Love Andy's face. Someone else is saying. Lucky even to get it, to be honest. We were lucky to get it.
Come on, United. Go on, go, 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 go. Pogba
really
cost us the win.
Really deflating that. And unnecessary as well. I don't get it. We just need to sort it out. You need to decide who your penalty taker is. We thought it was Rashford. Scored in the last game. What is the point in changing it the next game? Don't get it. And I think Ollie needs to come out and say, right, from now on, you're taking the penalties. Instead of just saying, oh, because I can imagine he'll say, oh, Paul wanted to take it, so we let him take it.
No.
He will.
You start with your penalty taker and you stick with it all season.
Yeah.
If the player, your regular penalty taker's not on the pitch, then Pogba takes it.
Pogba had 10 pens last season, missed 3, not good enough. I don't think that's terrible, but, you know, it's not amazing. Paul Scholes, I don't think it's Paul Scholes.
Don't blame Pogba. Yeah.
To be fair, in Pogba's defence, he earned the penalty.
I don't think it was a penalty, no.
Well, he earned the non-penalty. How about they? Oh, right, okay. Pogba's ego, Rashford ice cold pens, apparently. Listen, you need to put it behind you, get on with it. We've got 20 minutes to go. It's 1-1 here now. United are still in this game. Pogba's obviously going to be the whipping boy after it if we don't get a win.
We made the substitution.
But there's still a long way to go.
I think it's time for Mason.
He's only going to change it as well at the minute. He's just kept things the same.
Just arrogance by Pogba.
What do you guys let us know in the comments? What do you want to see happening? Get it. Oh my God! Get him off pens. Rashford should take it. He buried it against Chelsea. Yeah, it's not great this at all. Really, it just causes
arguments,
more nonsense that we don't need around Paul Pogba as well.
Because this is going to cost.
If he'd let Rashford take it and Rashford misses, then fair enough because he scored against Chelsea. Get it. But now it becomes a story again about Paul Pogba, and you know.
This would be all the penalties now. He wants to do this, he wants to do that. You know what I mean?
You know, I'd like to see Ollie take charge of it and say, right, from now on, Marcus is on penalties. Someone's saying Fred needed to be on the pitch.
Yeah, Fred.
Bench is not good enough. Haven't seen James much. Luke Shaw getting down the left-hand side, gets a corner. Did Pogba do the silly run-up? No, he didn't. He just missed. We saw him and Rashford chatting when the penalty was awarded. And I don't know what was said, obviously, but Pogba pulled rank and took it and missed.
Captain should have said who's taking it. Who's the captain?
The heck?
Captain.
Let it go. It's not all about Pogba. Stop making him the scapegoat all the time. It's tiring. I think if you miss a penalty that you shouldn't have been taking, or the usual penalty taker or the previous penalty taker doesn't take as you do, I think you're open to criticism.
This is where Pogba splits United fans down the middle.
I think, yeah, this is the problem. It splits United fans. It causes a headache for Ollie because he's got to address it. It was a good save, a good hit and a good save. I don't think it was a particularly good penalty, if I'm being honest. I think it's a nice height for the keeper. It's not in the corner. I'm expecting a keeper to save that, if I'm being honest. So yeah, I don't think it was a really good penalty. Like I said at the time, if he'd have taken it low and hard and it was a really good save, then fair enough. Not a great penalty. I stuck up for Pogba after the Chelsea game. I thought he played really well. But this has not been a great game. I thought he did all right in the first half as well, but this hasn't been a great game.
Pogba wants to be a hero. He only cares for himself. I don't think.
No, I don't know. I mean, he sort of get it because he won the penalty.
He wants to be the centre of attention sometimes. I get that.
I think the manager needs to take charge of this. All he needs to say, right, he needs to come out in public and say it as well from now on.
No, it keeps it in the dressing room.
No, I think, in terms of who our penalty taker is.
Yeah.
Come out and say, our penalty taker is
Rashford.
Yeah.
And our second penalty taker is Pogba. Or Martial.
Keeper could have gone the other way. Yes, he could have, but he didn't. Yep, guaranteed if it ends 1-1, Pogba's getting destroyed for the week. Yep, that is nailed on. Listen, these things do happen.
Taking the ball from Rashford was selfish. He just wanted to score. Very selfish it was. He's auditioning for Real Madrid. He's not doing a very good job, is he?
Exactly. I don't think missing a penalty gets you into the Madrid team.
No.
So, I don't know about that one. I feel like there's too much pressure on him, especially with no additional signings for midfield. To be fair, our midfield hasn't been great today.
You know what? If he hadn't opened his trap in the summer, he won't be brought all this pressure on himself.
I think there's always going to be pressure on Paul Pogba. I do. I think he's one of them players. But...
Yeah, we're looking at it now.
Oh, right. Yeah, it's not really an argument. It's not really an argument. Pogba says, I want to take it. Rashford says, you want to take it by the looks of things. And Pogba says, yeah. And I think Rashford says, fine. He doesn't seem to be that annoyed. He just says, okay. I think it was because Pogba earned the penalty as well. I think he probably felt like he had the right to take it. But like I said, I think Ollie needs to just put that to bed now and just say, right, we let the lads decide between themselves from now on.
This is where United...
I think we need to end this sort of merry-go-round of penalty takers and just say, right, from now on, Marcus Rashford is my penalty taker. Marcus Rashford takes that penalty and scores. It's 2-1, plus Marcus Rashford's got another goal. It's great for him. Marcus and Martial both getting on the score sheet again. Everyone's happy. Tom G says, massively rate Rashford tonight, but he's been terrible tonight. Not enough characters who can step up in this situation. Someone else is saying the midfield was good first half.
Oh yes, it was, but it's not been very good this half, has it?
Great United teams have always been able to sort of knuckle down when the going gets tough, and this is one criticism I've got of this United team. We've not seen that since Paris, really. That's the last time I can remember this United team.
Paris was a fairy tale, wasn't it? Everything was stacked against us, and we sort of like just pulled it out of fire.
Bring Greenwood on, someone else is saying.
Yeah, I don't understand why he's not made a substitution.
I don't know.
You got tired legs. You got tired legs here.
Have we got?
Wolves brought on that player, that tank.
Traore.
And they've had a bit of zip about him. He's caused problems.
I know. I don't know. It is getting on a bit. You would think that Ollie now would be looking at making a change. Sort of 70 odd minutes in, 77 minutes in.
I hope Ollie.
Martial. Rashford. Oh. He's not been at the races today, Marcus Rashford, at all. Did well in the first half, to be fair, for the goal. But second half, it's not been happening for him. I think he's almost, at times, trying too hard as well. We saw the free kick from 40 yards out. We've seen him, trying to shoot when there's men around him as well. I think sometimes he just needs to do the simple things, just keep possession. United with a corner now. I'm just going to move this across here like this. No. Just get the ball into the box, for God's sake. See, that is frustrating. We have a corner.
This is how we played against.
And we're messing about with it. Just get it into the box.
United have not got an answer at all.
There's a lot of huffing and puffing by United and a little overplaying it as well. Really annoying that. That was like a Louis van Gaal corner. Playing it short and losing it. Instead of just crossing it, you've got someone like Harry Maguire who can get his head on things. Paul Pogba can get his head on things. Get it into the box.
I don't think United have got a clue.
With VAR as well, in the box, the ball in the box, pinging about, anything can happen.
I think a substitution needs to be made. It really does, because we have been...
We look deflated. We look deflated. The heads are starting to drop. Everyone looks annoyed. Pogba's head's dropped. Martial's head look like it's dropping. Rashford's head look like it's dropping. He's obviously, he looks he's probably a bit annoyed he didn't get to take the penalty as well. It's not, it's not what you want to see from United. We need someone to sort of get everyone going, and it's just not happening. Do you reckon we've practiced corners since Beck's left? No, I don't. I just don't get it.
Where's the subs? Good question, mate.
Yeah, someone asking where the subs in. Guys, let us know your comments, your thoughts, in the comments. What do you think we need to do? Who needs to come on? What does Ollie need to change? Can we change it tactically with the same people on the pitch? Is there a tactical change we can make by, I don't know, pushing Pogba forward or whatever? Just let us know what you think.
So frustrating.
Poor bench, someone is saying. James is non-existent. To be fair, this is the most Premier League football he's ever played. He's played 80 minutes of Premier League football, which is a lot.
You see, this is where it comes into it now. The squad is weak. When you go so far and you hit a brick wall, we haven't got an answer.
Mata's coming on. Someone was calling for Mata in the first half. Someone was calling early days. In the preview as well, I think Angelina and John Shin both picked Mata to start. So he's obviously a player that a lot of United fans, not all, but a lot of United fans still rate and still think can do something. Comes on now, he'll be a hero. And if he comes on, and gets a goal, he'll be a hero. Sorry again. Wolves still dangerous.
Just Colley's made the rod for his own back here, mate.
What do you mean?
Do you know, when making a late substitution? You know what I mean?
Maybe.
Maybe Pogba's made a rod for his own back. You know what I mean? So
selling Sanchez is a mistake. We need more creativity.
Yeah.
Mata on for Lingard.
Why 10 minutes to go though?
I thought Lingard had a decent first half. Second half, he's been pretty poor, if we're being honest.
The squad has no strength of mentality.
Of what? Oh, strength of mentality. Right, fair enough. Mata gives us composure and good decision making in the build-up.
Why does Lingard get game time when his touch is so poor?
I thought he did alright against Chelsea, and I think Lingard, as we said,
okay first half.
He played his part in a goal, and I think again we want to see him step up this season. He's a player that we know what he can do. We've seen it. Don't forget, after the Emirates,
Lingard doesn't. We'll
praising him.
Lingard does get stick.
It's nonsense. Lingard gets a lot of stick off a lot of United fans. And there's this myth that none of us criticise Lingard. He's criticised Lingard a lot. I've criticised Lingard, criticised him for that missed chance as well. The one where it hit his knee, that was ridiculous. I wish Sanchez stayed. He's not gone yet, has he? Gomez would do a better job. Big fan of Angel Gomez. I don't know if now's the right time to be throwing him in. Wolves just trying to work something down the right hand side. Traore again has looked dangerous. Header straight at David De Gea, thankfully. Paul Pogba on the ball here. Come on, Paul. Redeem yourself, son. No, he's lost it.
Oh, again?
Oh, he's having one.
Yeah, he's on one, isn't he?
Pogba there trying to break, lost the ball. Now Wolves.
This is how he plays.
I do.
He drifts in, he drifts out. He cares. He doesn't care. It's the way he is.
I don't think he doesn't. I think this is actually say he doesn't care. I think he does care. I think sometimes he just needs to do the simple things better.
Sometimes he can be lazy as well. He trots and all of a sudden he just springs out into action. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I think that lazy thing's a bit harsh on him sometimes, to be honest with you. I think there's a style of play as well, and I think the thing about him not being up for it, I think sometimes the trouble with Pogba is when things aren't going well, he tries to do everything himself, and again, you need to stop doing that. It's another thing we were saw about Rashford before. Just do the simple things. When you've got possession, there's players around you, and you're getting surrounded, lay it off. You don't need to try and run with the ball. You don't need to try and get your shot off when you've got a man stood 2 yards in front of you. I think that's one thing we need to have a bit of a...
30 Red says Man City and Liverpool have amazing teams. Well, you're right there. No one's disputing that.
Martial again with lots of players around him. Come on, McTominay, win that. Not been impressed with McTominay today. Wan-Bissaka getting a yellow card.
Yeah, say someone's commented.
That is his shoulder. That is his shoulder. That's never a handball.
We get very nervy.
How that is a yellow. How that is a free kick and a yellow card for Wan-Bissaka for a handball. I don't get it. It was clearly on his shoulder. James should not have started. I thought he did alright in the first half, and that's a bit harsh. If Pogba cared, he wouldn't be flirting with 30 clubs every week. Someone else coming on for Wolves there. Wolves making another change. The fact of the matter is, the Wolves change worked. Didn't it?
We should keep Lukaku and Sanchez. Well, Lukaku's gone, maybe Sanchez.
Maybe we should have. Yeah, I don't know.
You know what? The way this is going at the moment, I'll be happy with a point.
Bring on Young, says Con Fleming. Don't think that's being serious, is it, really? Pogba needs to do everything. There's no quality in midfield. There is no... Tonight, in the second half, there has been no quality in midfield, but he's been as culpable as anyone. I think it's a collective poor performance in the second half in midfield.
This is where the Glazers will get criticised.
Daniel James trying to make things happen into Wan-Bissaka. United get a corner. He's had a good game, Anil Neves.
Yeah.
Just deflating. 1-0 up. Then we were in control of the game. They get a goal back. Then we get a penalty. Not a great penalty, Paul Pogba, which is bizarre as well. When Rashford took a great penalty against Chelsea, again it just opens up more question marks, and it's going to be like, what is going on? How is that not a foul? Just jumps on the back of Daniel James there, and he's gone down. And John Moss, who's an absolute waste of space, doesn't give a foul. This is like United of the back end of last season.
It is.
Lacking ideas, lacking leaders, nervy at the back. I don't mean to be too negative and get too sort of carried away, because we know it is a new defence, and we know that, I know after the Chelsea game everyone was like, oh, we've cracked it already, and we were like that in terms of the defence. So it is going to take time, but there's just been far too many poor performances tonight, especially in the second half. Seriously. Someone here saying McTominay's been awful. He's not been great in the second half. I don't think anyone has, if I'm being brutally honest. Yeah, especially midfield. I think the midfield's been poor.
Yeah, everything's been poor from the entire squad second half. I just want, if we get out with something. Oh, fuck's sake!
So sloppy at times.
It's stupid, silly mistakes, simple mistakes are gonna cost us.
Right, Paul Pogba on the ball here now. That's the ball you want to see. Plays it out wide to Wan-Bissaka. Oh, he's unlucky there, to be fair. Wan-Bissaka trying to thread it through. Rashford's disappeared, someone said. Not been a great game from Marcus Rashford. To be honest with you, I think you expect that from your strikers. You expect them to have peaks and troughs, especially at that age as well.
People saying lack of character. I don't know about
that. Harry Maguire putting David De Gea under pressure there, which is a bit of a shocker, really. In fact, yeah. It's a shocker in not what he's done, the fact that he's done it, because he's usually so reliable.
Oh, he's not doing his job now.
I think we're going to have to do a poll soon, which is...
Why? Tell me who was the poorest United player then.
Oh, I'm not doing a poll.
What's the point of doing a poll?
I hate that. Some United, you can't use the worst United player. I remember having a go at Joshy for doing that. Like, who has played well?
Nobody.
Who has played well?
Nobody. Sorry, man. You want it as it is. Nobody's played well.
Has Luke Shaw played badly?
Nope.
Has Lindelof played badly?
Oh, if you're going on the defence then...
No. So, genuine question, have they played badly? Has the whole team been rubbish? I'm not taking a piss. Has the whole 11 been poor, in your opinion?
Maybe not the defence, but the rest of them have not exactly covered themselves.
Right, I'm not even going to do it as a poll. I'll just do it as a question. get involved.
Which United player comes out with a bit of credibility? Mason with 2 minutes to go. What's the point? And Pereira, what's the point?
James,
10 minutes to go, yeah, what's the point with
James
2
coming
minutes
off.
to go?
Don't forget as well, straight after this, we're going to have Howson with his full-time review. We'll have Fancams as well. Adam McCullough, of course, will be there with Fancams. So that's Rashford and James off, and Greenwood and Pereira on. So if you are, if you're around watching, if you're watching this at home, stay tuned, because obviously you can be able to watch Howson afterwards, and after that we'll have the fan cams. We'll also have the press conference as well, all his reaction. No doubt he'll be asked about that penalty, so you can get his thoughts on that penalty as well. And if you are just joining us, if you've missed this for whatever reason, 1-1 to Manchester United, took the lead in the first half. Wolves equalised in the second half. Then United got a penalty through Paul Pogba, who then took the penalty and missed the penalty. So it remains 1-1. And Ollie has finally made some substitutions. Is that offside? We're appealing for offside there? Yes, it is. It's been a really frustrating night, actually. The first half was solid. The defence was solid. Good performance from the midfield. The attack looked lively. And the second half was almost complete opposite. Passing went astray. Defence looked nervy. Midfield non-existent. Attack disappeared.
It's very deflating, and like I say, it's very angry as well. So
he's not offside there. He wasn't offside there. I think that's a bad decision. That.
Yeah.
He was onside there. He didn't go to VAR. He didn't go to VAR or anything. It was just an offside decision by the linesman. But I think he's got that one well wrong. John Moss getting in the way then, Paul Pogba, that says it all. Come on, United. Come on.
God's sake.
We've been so poor this second half, it's just ridiculous. Honestly. Wan-Bissaka's on a booking, he's got to be careful here, he's getting run at. Did well. Yeah, if you are just joining us then, 4 minutes to go. Well, in injury time, or Fergie time, as you used to say. Someone's asking, you think 2-1? Nah.
What you been smoking?
I think this is going to stay 1-0. I really do. And I think it's a shame because with the penalty, and also with Lingard's missed chances at 1-0, we could have won this game. We could have wrapped it up at 1-0. Lingard had a pretty decent chance that hit his knee, which was poor. Someone else has said clear offside. Forgive me if I got that one wrong. And then obviously the penalty, we get a penalty, you expect to score it. That's it. Equally frustrating because we changed penalty taker from the last one who scored. We went off Rashford and we went on to Pogba, who then missed. So that was just summed it up really. Pretty frustrating evening so far, unless there's a twist in his tail and Manchester United get a late winner. Although, to be honest with you, I can't see it happening. I'm almost as worried about a late Wolves winner. I think that's as likely as a late United winner.
I'll just say this now, because Man United have made their own bed. They're going to have to lie in it now.
Don't forget as well, check out Football Index. You'll see the graphic on the screen. We've got a link in our description. Football Index is the new game that's doing the rounds where you can buy and sell players like a stock market and use that football knowledge of yours to make some money. It is for over 8 teams. Check out the T's and C's. As I said before, the link is in the description. Last few minutes here now, last couple of minutes. Andy, sum up this evening for us.
First half, very promising, very good, and the second half, absolutely dire.
Absolutely dire. Don't forget as well, guys, if you're not doing so, to subscribe to Full Time Devils. We cover everything about the game. We cover the preview. We have the preview of the game. We have the watch along. We have the fan cams. We have the review. We have the press conferences. We also have debates, podcasts. We have a podcast tomorrow. Andy's going to be on it again.
Yep, I'll be back.
So if you aren't do subscribe to Full Time Devils. Get involved as well. Last minute or so now, and it's a free kick to United in the middle of it's in our own half, just in our own half. Just a night to forget, really. How is that? Oh, everything as well. I know John Moss gave us a penalty, but I just don't rate him as a referee at all. I said that earlier on. I just can't stand the man. Stephen Howson's going to be on shortly. He's going to be doing the Full-Time Devils review, and then we'll have all the fan cams from Molineux. Adam McCullough will be outside the ground getting reaction from United fans who are there. I'm guessing there's going to be a lot of annoyed United fans.
And Scousers are top of the league.
Just what you want.
Yeah. Great Monday night.
Great Monday night, this. It's just so frustrating as well, because this game was there for the taking. Also as well, this is the 4th time we've failed to beat Wolves now on the spin. That is a joke. I'm sorry. Don't care how good
not acceptable.
I don't care how good a manager Nuno is. I don't care how good this Wolves side is. To not beat Wolves in 4 times of asking as Manchester United Football Club is beyond a joke. It's just not good enough.
Fucking hell. McTominay last minute. Jesus.
No, Luke Shaw. Straight to the keeper.
God's sake. It was a fairy tap.
It was like, it was a glorified pass back, that. I think he's blew up for something there today.
Time up.
Well, there's not much we can say about that other than just disappointing, deflating. Anything else to add? It's all over. 1-1, and all the talk is going to be about Paul Pogba. Paul Pogba took a penalty. He earned the penalty, which would have been great if he'd let someone else take it and score, but then he decided he was going to take it. Last season, he was the penalty taker, don't forget. This season...
He won't be the penalty taker.
I don't think so. I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer needs to come out and say who our penalty taker is from now on and make a statement. Don't just come out and say, oh, Paul wanted it and we'll always let him take penalties if he fancies it. Come out and say, right, from now on, we've made a decision and Marcus is going to take the penalties. Pretty disappointing, to be honest with you. But listen, guys, thanks for watching Full Time Devils Watch Along. As I mentioned earlier, get involved in Football Index, the game where you can buy and sell players and make yourself a bit of money. You've got that good football knowledge. It is for over 18s. So the description in the there's a link in the description. Stephen Howson will be up shortly with a full-time review, and then we'll have Adam McCullough with all the fan cams from outside Molineux. So don't forget to subscribe if you're not doing so already. I've been Jay.
I've been Andy Tate.
Thanks for watching, guys.